Oh, yeah. What you been up to?
Why are you reading 50 Shades of Grey, you heathen?
I thought it was funny. I picked it up. I really like. I started reading it, and I can't stop laughing at it. To be honest, like I'm
Come
someone who
on,
reads
you
like
can
fantasy,
be
sci-fi. You
submissive.
know what I mean?
There's no sci-fi in there.
No, I know.
Don't
So I
lie.
started reading it because I always heard people talk about it. I'm like, let me get into it. Let me see, because like that type of genre I liked when I was younger, and I was like, okay.
Hmm.
I started reading it. I couldn't stop laughing at every single one of the descriptions of things. I'm just like, bro, this is too funny. How do people take this shit serious?
I know. And people were so addicted to it when it first came out. Oh my God.
Yeah. But I thought it was funny for the
Showing
video.
that, I mean, American women want to be submissive.
I honestly didn't like the book because she was a little too insecure for me. Like, if I'm gonna read a book like that, I need the
She
woman
was
to
a
be
little
like,
girl.
you know what I mean? I need the woman to be like, yeah.
She was like a college girl, a little girl
Oh, and he was like
being
the,
tied up and stuff.
oh, shiz. I didn't
It was
watch the movie,
sick.
so
Oh, you should watch it. It's a good movie.
it's a good movie. But I mean, I always
Yeah.
like the books better. That's why I'm like, let me read it.
The books are better.
Yeah.
The
I
books
don't
are
know.
better, but the movies are good too. I enjoyed the movies. But when I saw you posting that, I was like, she's definitely trolling.
I am.
She's trolling. She wants to get a rise out of the Christians and the Dow boys.
I woke up and chose aggression. I was like,
Violence.
wait. Yeah, I sure did. I was like, what can piss them off today? What can piss them
50
off?
Shades of Grey.
Yeah,
You
100%.
also
Because I
you
have so
also
many
got
books.
I'm sure the liberals got all mad too.
I have so many other books I could have picked up. Like, I have so many other books. I was like, nah. But the message was true. I mean, a lot of people do need to read other books before they go into religious texts because you can't learn comprehension skills from religious texts specifically. They're a little
Yeah,
harder to
and if
read.
yeah, and if you're gonna like critique religion, you have to be honest with the text. You can't add things in there just because you want it to be in there.
And create a
You
narrative
know, a
for
lot of
it.
times most do that to the Bible. Like they'll bring up a verse and they'll be like, "It means to grape all the little kids."
No,
But
that's
does
not
it
right.
say that? No. And then the Christians will do it to the Muslims and be like, "It means to behead everyone." But does it say that?
No, it
No,
doesn't say that.
right?
It said during that time, that's what they did to those who were being a monstrosity to society. That's why they were dealt with that
Yeah.
way. And that's another thing, like
You have to just
in
be
the Quran,
honest.
yeah, like people will try to add in with that about the marriage, like 3 month wait period. That's for married women, so it's after puberty, way after puberty. They have to be mentally mature. And people be like, oh, women who haven't menstruated yet. Like if there's women who don't menstruate, like
Well, 65-4 is pretty clear though, sis. Like I've even heard you like debating Muslim guys on this. It's
what?
clear. So the idda is only needed if a marriage is consummated. Because it says that I think it's chapter 3349 that if you don't touch them, you don't need an idda. So
Yeah.
when they're speaking about divorce in a waiting period, they're only speaking of marriages that have been consummated, right? Not engagements like betrothals or just marriages that have been consummated. And there's three categories of wives in that verse. And it's menopause, prepubescent. Well, I don't want to say prepubescent because if you go with the five Tanner stages, um, a girl that gets like goes like into menarche, which is her first menstrual cycle, it happens between like the third and fourth stage, which could happen at any age, really depending on the
Yeah.
girl. But prepubescent would mean even before the first Tanner stage, right? So in the beginning, I was using that verse, but when I did further studying, it's disingenuous to say prepubescent,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
it's not
Because they
talking about
are,
like young girls. It's actually talking about
but it
it
is still
shows how
young
timeless
girls.
it is. But it shows how timeless that the Quran is to even mention women with PCOS and women who don't
No, 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 no,
menstruate.
no, no,
Like it's
no.
actually crazy.
You got to be honest with the text, Habibiti. So I don't say prepubescent anymore because girls go into menarche between the third and fourth stages, like the the
I have to read
Tanner
the
stages,
verse
but they're
back. What
still
verse
little
was it again?
girls.
What
Yeah,
verse was it again?
they're still younger than the age of like 16, 65, 4. And then the third category are pregnant women, right? Um, so you just have to study everything that's around 65.4. So you got to look at 65.4, the verse itself. You got to read the tafsir of the verse. You got to read the asbab and nuzul of the verse. You got to read the sharia, the Islamic jurisprudence, you
Yeah,
know?
I don't read any of
And
that
I know
stuff. I
that you
go
don't
straight
take
from
a
what it
lot of it.
says. Yeah, I don't take any of that. I read it from
So
directly
you
the
don't even
text. You said
take like,
64.
you don't take tafsir either.
No?
So then what helps you
That's
understand the
64
Quran?
4, 64,
65 4.
65 4. Okay, right here.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Would you take like historical context of the Quran? Like why
To a
the
certain
reason, like
extent.
what was the reason of the verse being revealed?
Hold on, I'm reading it. And for those that are
Okay,
pregnant,
go
the
ahead.
term whoever fears. Oh, so this one doesn't even include that. Yeah, this Quran doesn't. And those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not menstruated. It's not talking about women who haven't menstruated and complete. It's talking about the waiting period. If the woman hasn't menstruated at like before the divorce, like at the time of the
You
divorce, if
definitely
she
have
hasn't.
to take it to the you definitely have to take it
No,
to the
no, the
Arabic. So
tafsirs
you just want to
obviously are going
understand.
to diminish the meaning of it, but it's truthfully not about children. It's talking about women. If you
No,
doubt, then their period is 3 months.
it's talking about girls who have
No.
not reached menarche yet.
Look, even the side note says a wife should not be divorced except after the completion of her menstrual period, but before sexual intercourse has occurred, or else during a confirmed pregnancy. This is talking about a waiting period after divorce. It's not
Yeah.
talking about the
If the
conditions
marriage
for a
is
woman
not
to get married.
consummated, if the marriage is not
No.
consummated, there's no idda. There's
Yeah.
no
And
like so
those who no
imagine if you
longer
get
expect
married.
menstruation among your women. Yeah,
Okay,
even
so again,
the older women. Yeah.
Chachi, let me ask you a question. Listen, if
Mm-hmm.
you want to understand the Quran your way, that's on you, right?
But it clearly
But
states, it clearly says
no, it
that
doesn't.
it's talking about
You're
women.
you're you're adding into it, and
No, I
that's
just
okay
read it to
because
you.
that's what you want to do.
No, I just
But
read
let
it
me
to
ask
you.
you a question. You're
I
not a
clearly
scholar
just
in
read it to you.
Arabic. You're not a scholar in Arabic. So
Okay,
when
but I
you need
just
to
read you the
understand the
English
Quran, hold on,
translation.
Chachi. Let me just ask you a question. When you want to understand the Quran,
I can
where
read
do
it
you
in
go?
English. I can
No,
read it in
no,
English.
no.
It
Where do you
clearly talks
go?
that you're trying to add something into the Quran that's
I'm
not in
not
there.
trying to add anything
I
into it.
said to you
I took
that
the tafsir out of the equation. Let's take
okay,
tafsir out.
take the tafsir
Good.
out of the equation, and I'm gonna read
And
you
you know
the
what? That makes
scripture.
sense too, because Ibn Kathir came 668 years after Muhammad.
Yeah,
Okay? Almost
so
1,000 years.
it
So
says, and
yes,
those
I
who no
agree with you in
longer,
that sense.
yeah, yeah.
But if
So
you
I'm
want
just
to
gonna read it
understand,
again.
no,
Yeah,
hold
I'm
on, let
just
me
gonna
just
read it
ask you this
again.
question. No, no, no.
Yeah,
You could read it
because
a
it
thousand
clearly states
times.
it's not talking about children.
Wait,
It says,
hold on.
yeah.
Chachi, Habibti, just listen to me. Let me ask you my question. When you want to understand the Quran, forget about the tafsir, forget about the hadith. Why a verse was revealed, the history of what was going on. For example, me, for Paul, right? Paul wrote letters to churches. If I want to understand what these letters mean, like why he wrote, for example, 1 Timothy 2:12 for women to stay quiet in church, I'm going to go study the history of what was going on around that church that he established. So I'm going to take the historical context. Do you also deny Islamic history?
I'm not denying any of that. I'm just telling you what the clear
So then pull up
English
the Asbab
translation
Nuzul,
states.
pull
But
up
I'm
the
telling you
Asbab
what the clear
Nuzul
English
for
translation.
65:4
I'm reading you the
so
clear
that you could
English
understand why the
translation.
verse was
But I
revealed.
understand what the verse is saying. It's talking about the
You
waiting
don't.
period after. Yes, I do. It's talking about divorced women. It's the waiting period after marriage.
Wallahi lam yahidna. That's the Arabic. Wallahi lam yahidna.
Okay, but I'm
That
reading the
means they have
English.
not reached menstruation yet. They have not gone into menarche yet. Wallahi lam yahidna. You can go to Quran.com, put your
Okay,
cursor
but I'm
over
reading the
each word.
actual English translation and it doesn't say that. It says, and those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months.
Their
and
waiting
also those
period.
for who have not menstruated, and
Those
for
who have
who,
not
yes,
menstruated.
yes,
That's the wallahi lam
those
yahidna.
who no longer expect menstruation is the first category, and then the second category is those who have not menstruated. So there's a category of women
Exactly.
who do not expect menstruation, which would be those of an older
It
age,
doesn't say who
or
do not
those who,
expect
it says
menstruation.
no longer expect menstruation. That's what I'm
That's
reading
the
here.
first category.
Yeah, and then the
The
second
second
category
category are those who
is
have
those who
not.
have not menstruated.
I
Yes,
mean, I
women who have
saw
not
I
menstruated yet.
saw Malik and the rest of them going through this with you, and I understand you're being stubborn about it, and
I'm
that's
not being
okay.
stubborn. It clearly
Yeah,
it
because you're not
I
taking in
understand
the
the context
truth.
of the book. I can understand contextual evidence. It's not
Yeah, that's
saying
fine.
little girls.
I mean,
If
you
it
can
was
do that. I'm
saying
not going to take that away from
prepubescent
you. You're
girls,
just
I
not
would
being
understand what
honest.
you're saying. I'm being
No, it's
honest.
not
You're
saying
not being honest.
prepubescent. It's
You're
not
not being
saying, I told you
honest.
that
You're trying
already.
to add a narrative into the Quran that's not there.
It's literally talking about girls who have not
No,
gone
it's
into
not.
menarche.
It's talking about the first category of women
No,
that
see,
do
now
not
you're calling me a
expect.
liar, Chachi, and I
No,
don't
my love, I'm
appreciate that.
telling you,
Go to Asbab and Nuzul and read the
I'm
history of why the
reading.
verse was revealed.
Okay, my love, I don't go to that stuff. I go to the Quran, and
Oh, so you deny Islamic history too.
if the Quran is clearly stating, for
It's
those who
not,
no
for
longer
you, it's not
expect
clear.
menstruation, that's talking about women who do not expect menstruation. And then the
That's fine,
second
Habibti. This
category
is
are
how
those
you want
who
to
have not
cope. That's
menstruated
okay.
during the waiting period or before the
That's
waiting
okay.
period.
It's
I
fine.
it's obvious that it's talking about women who do not expect it and those who have
So
not
you
done it
deny
yet.
the tafsir, you deny the hadith, you deny the history, which is the Asbab and Nuzul,
I
you deny the Arabic,
it clearly states it in the clear
you
English
deny the
translation.
Arabic.
I'm not denying the Arabic.
Wallahi lam yahidna.
I mean, I don't know. I would have to go with a scholar
So
and
go
read
to
it myself.
Quran.com,
I don't
put
have to
your
do that. I don't know what
put
you're
your
questioning.
put your cursor over each word,
Okay.
over the Arabic, highlight it, so that
Mm-hmm.
you could see what the Quran is saying.
Okay, but when a woman doesn't expect menstruation, it's because she's hit menopause. Okay? When a
That's the
woman
first
has not
category.
menstruated
It
before
means
the
that she
waiting
hasn't
period,
gotten her period
no, it's
yet.
talking about the waiting period.
What waiting period, Habibti?
There's a 3 month waiting period.
That's after
That's the
divorce.
context. Yes, this is what the context of the verse is.
No, 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 no.
Yes, it
The
is.
verse is already talking about the iddah, which is the 3 month waiting period.
That's what I just said, divorce. That's what the
Can I
chapter is
just
about.
speak? Can I just speak? In the Quran, God says that women have to wait 3 menstrual cycles. And then in chapter 30, in Surah Baqarah, Allah says women have to wait 3 menstrual cycles. Then in chapter 3, it says that if you didn't touch them, there's no iddah necessary. The Asbab and Nuzul, the history of why the verse was revealed,
Where
of
does it say
65:4.
there's no idda? Hold on. Where
Th-
is that
chapter
verse?
3 chapter 3 verse 49. If you didn't touch her, if you didn't sleep with her, there's no waiting period. The waiting period, there's only 2 waiting periods in Islam. One is for a widow, which is like 4 months and 40 days or 4 days or something like that, whose husband died and she's given time to mourn. The second iddah is only if a marriage was consummated. If
You
that
said
marriage was not
49?
consummated, I believe it's
349?
no 33:49.
Okay.
I have my other device with me, but
I have a Quran right here. It's okay. 3349. Where is it? Oh, snap. There it is. Okay. I can't see how small the lettering is. Okay.
get yourself those little magnifying glasses from the pharmacy. That's what I use when I read the Bible.
Oh, you have believed when you marry believing women and then divorce them before you have touched them, i.e., consummated, there is not a waiting period for concerning them. Okay. But we're talking about the divorce, the
There's
three
no
month waiting
sex.
period.
If there's
No,
no
yeah, okay. I
sex
understand that.
and you want a
Yeah.
divorce, there's no waiting period. And then in
Okay.
chapter 2, I think it's 228,
Hmm.
it says that when you divorce a believing woman, she can't conceal what's in her womb. Like this is a sin. So she has to wait
3 months.
menstrual cycles to make sure
3 messes.
that she's not
3
pregnant.
months. It's not three menstrual cycles.
It is.
It
Yes.
can't be three menstrual
Read
cycles.
it. Read it. Go read it.
It said 3 months. 3 month
No.
waiting period.
Chapter 2, verse 228.
is not lawful for them to conceal what Allah has created in their wombs, and their husbands have more right to take them back in this period if they want to reconcile. And due to them, i.e., the wives, is similar to what is expected of them according to what is responsible. Okay, but this doesn't have to do with prepubescent girls like you keep saying.
That's 65-4. So what I'm
Yeah.
showing you
But 65-4
that
is not about prepubescent girls. I hope you
no,
understand
I
that.
didn't never. I already told you I don't use the word prepubescent because it's disingenuous.
Okay,
Listen
but
to what
it's
I'm telling you.
disingenuous to imply that it is implying that.
No, prepubescent would mean before the first stage, before the first Tanner stage.
Okay. But
Okay,
I'm
so
saying to
when a
you that
girl
this
goes,
is
hold
for
on,
women
just
who have
listen
not
to what I'm telling
menstruated.
you. When a girl goes into menarche, that's the third and fourth Tanner stage. Look it up. So it would be disingenuous to say prepubescent, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly,
when,
because it's not talking about little girls, it's
but they're
talking about
still little
women.
girls
No, it's not.
because a girl can get her period at the age of 8.
But it's not talking about women who have not menstruated at all. It's talking about in the period. In their If you doubt, then their period is 3 months, and also for those who have not menstruated. Meaning that
What's 3 months? What's 3 months?
they have not menstruated when the divorce took place. They still
Is
have
that
to
what it
wait three
says?
months. It says, yeah. If you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not menstruated. It's not
What's three
talking about
months?
little girls.
What's 3 months?
3 months is the waiting period.
Can I just tell you what's happening here just so that you understand? So
Okay.
the two verses that I just gave you, right? Allah
All
already
right.
set a standard that when women are going to when women are going through a divorce, they have to wait 3 menstrual cycles, make sure there's no baby, and then they could move on with their lives. Okay? The
Okay.
people of Medina were confused at the time. They went up to Muhammad and they said, "What about these other types of wives that don't have regular menstrual cycles, like the pregnant ones?" The ones that are going through menopause, and the ones who haven't menstruated yet. So then 65-4 was revealed. And if you study the history of Islam, you'll know that the reason why 65-4 was revealed is because the women of Medina were confused. Not every woman, not every wife would get her menstrual cycle like me and you, for example. There's different types of wives out there. So that's why 65-4 was revealed. And you could fact check me. You can go look it up in the Asbab al-Nuzul. Go to altafsir.com. You could put it
I
in
don't follow the
English.
tafsirs.
No, but this is the Asbab al-Nuzul. It's telling
Okay,
you the
yes, but I
history.
understand that people have changed the meanings of things by creating tafsirs. I know that. But that's not what the
So,
Quran is saying.
okay, that's fine. You can believe that. I'm not taking that away from you. I'm
Okay.
not. And I've seen so many people debate you with this, and you're just literally not understanding. So I gave you, if you want to deny the hadith, throw it under the bus. The
But
tafsir, throw it
I'm
under the
telling you
bus.
that this
But
this is clear what it's
if you
talking
throw the
about.
history of Islam under the bus too,
That's
then
not
how
what
are
I'm
you ever going
doing.
to? No, but
I'm
how are
not
you ever going
putting
to
it
even
under the
prove your
bus.
Islam?
I don't have to prove anything to anyone. My love, this is my belief.
No, but
But what I'm saying to you,
you debating people's
I'm not
faiths all the
debating
time.
anyone. I don't debate anyone. I
Every
haven't been
day you're
debating anyone.
challenging Christians, you're challenging
No, I
Muslims.
haven't. I have
You
not.
don't?
I have not been on live at all for the past like week and a half.
I want you to continue to do it. I'm not telling you
I know,
not
but I'm
to.
saying to you that this is clearly not what you're talking about, and that's it.
No,
Simple.
no.
I know with the tafsir that it may have interpreted it differently or changed it in some type of
So
way with hadith.
in your eyes, the tafsir, the hadith, and the history of Islam is against the Quran.
If
Most
it
people don't look at
contradicts
it
the
like that.
Quran, yes. If it contradicts the Quran, 100%,
In your
it's not
eyes, it
true.
contradicts the Quran. So again, in order for you to see this verse how you want to see it, how I used to see it, you have to deny the tafsir, the hadith, the history, and the Arabic.
Because it's clear in English what it's saying. It's not talking about prepubescent girls or any type of
It's not
girls who.
talking about
Yeah,
prepubescent
exactly. It's
girls,
not talking about
but it
women
is
who have not
talking about
menstruated
girls
because
who
of
have not
puberty.
gone into monarchy
No,
yet.
it's not talking about that. It's
Yeah, it
talking about
is.
women who have not menstruated yet during the 3 month cycle. I mean, during the divorce period. It's talking about those who do not expect menstruation must wait 3 periods as well as those who have not menstruated yet
Yeah.
in
So
that
the
3 months. And
categories of
yeah, in
wives
the three
here,
month in the divorce cycle.
there's 3 categories. You keep trying to take the menopause women and the ones who haven't gone into monarchy and turn it into one category. That's like you taking the
No,
second
that's not what I'm
category.
doing.
Yeah, you
I'm
are. You
saying
keep
no, I'm not. I'm saying to you that the ones that have not menstruated, it's just addressing the 3 month the
So who are the ones who have
when the
not
divorce
menstruated?
actually took place that they have not menstruated yet. It's talking about those who have not yet expected menstruation during that divorce period and those who have not menstruated
Okay, so
yet.
if the ones who haven't menstruated
Yeah.
during the 3 months, the
No,
idda
during
waiting
the divorce
period,
period. It's talking about the divorce
yeah,
period.
during the three
That they
months, that's the
must, like,
idda.
let's say you get a divorce, right? Let's say it's in the middle of the month and you haven't got your period yet, right?
In 3 months.
And then you get divorced. No, not in 3 months. It's not talking about three
Yeah, the
months.
idda, do you know what the
No,
idda
it's
is?
saying if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. They must
The
wait 3 months
idda,
if they.
the idda is a 3 month waiting period, habibti.
My love, I'm telling you that if they get
Okay, look up what an
divorced
idda is. Tell me what an
before they
idda is.
menstruate, they must
No, no, no.
wait 3 months.
No. Every woman, when she gets divorced, no matter what age she is or what stage she is in her life, has to either wait 3 menstrual cycles or 3 months in order to move on and remarry to confirm that she's not pregnant.
Okay, but it's not talking about little girls. It's not
It's
talking about
talking about
girls who have
girls
not
who
got.
have not
But
gone into menarche yet.
you're saying you can't say prepubescent girls, but you're implying that it's prepubescent girls.
No, prepubescent
Because
would
women
mean
who have
no,
not gotten their period yet are prepubescent.
no. Prepubescent would mean that she hasn't even hit the first Tanner stage of puberty yet.
Not
A
menstruated
girl
at all.
a girl can reach the first stage of look it up. Fact check me. Go
But
on
why would they
Google.
have to wait 3 months if they can't get pregnant, per se?
Okay, because before a girl goes into menarche, she can get pregnant because the egg has to release first, right?
But my
In order
love,
so hold
if
on. You
she
just asked me a
cannot,
question.
if she cannot,
Scientifically, if before a girl goes into menarche, before we get our periods, what happens? The egg is released. If the egg is not fertilized, then we get our period. Yes? Okay. So before her very first period, her little egg has to release. If she's if she's having intercourse, she can get pregnant before she even gets her first menstrual cycle because that her little egg is released. That doesn't mean just because her body can make a baby doesn't mean she's ready for motherhood. Doesn't mean her hips are wide enough for it. Doesn't mean she could carry the baby. Doesn't mean she won't die giving birth to the baby. She's just because her body is working doesn't mean she's healthy enough to have that baby. But little girls can and do get pregnant before even going to menarche because her little egg gotta drop first. And if it's fertilized, guess what? Now she's pregnant. Now she's a little 9-year-old girl
okay, but
and she's
that's not
got
what
a
this is
baby in her
talking about.
belly.
This is not what those are talking about. This is not what
Okay?
that's
I mean, if
talking
that's
about.
not what it's talking about, then
It's talking about those who do not expect menstruation, meaning they know they won't get their period, and those who have not menstruated yet during the divorce
what do you
period.
mean by they know they won't get their period? If
They
the idda
Old
period, if the
women know they're not going to get their period.
that's the first
Women with
category.
PCOS know that they're not going to get their period.
No, that's not true. And
It is true.
do you know
If a
that
woman has severe PCOS, they cannot get their period.
in order for a woman to be diagnosed with amenorrhea or PCOS, to be like, for example, diagnosed with the issue where she's not getting her period, she would have to be like older than 13 because it's normal for some girls to go into menarche
But
at
that's not what
14.
that's implying. Not once does it say in the Quran that you can marry someone that is a child.
Well,
That's
I'm
not what
sorry,
it's
but
implying. And if that's
it
what
does.
people's disgusting mind takes this as, then that's their disgusting mind. When I
Unfortunately,
read this, it's
Islamic
not talking
jurisprudence
about that.
also supports it.
It's not, well, that's not me. That's not my belief system.
I get it. So you're denying it all.
No, I'm denying what you're saying because it's not true about what
No,
it
you're
states
denying
in this
Islamic
Quran that I'm reading
jurisprudence.
right now.
You're
And I
denying
understand the
hadith.
context of what it's talking about. It's not talking about little girls. I don't
Listen,
think
I'm
like
not gonna
that.
sit here and tell you that the guys like 1400 years ago in the Arab Peninsula were normal. I'm not. Okay, they're burying their daughters alive. I'm not gonna say
I
they were
never said
normal.
that what's going on in the
So
Middle East is correct, but that's because people have interpreted it incorrectly.
if you want to erase the whole entirety of Islam, that's okay too
I'm
by
not
me.
erasing the entirety of Islam. I'm following Islam the way that makes me comfortable. Hello,
Okay, but
Adam.
you denied the hadith, you denied the tafsir, you
Sajida,
denied the history, you
Sajida,
denied the Arabic.
Sajida, do you speak Arabic?
Yeah, I read it. I don't speak it fluently.
Okay, so I speak Arabic. In the verse itself, verbatim, does it mention anything about little girls? I need a yes or no, because we're gonna
Wallahi
read it
lam
word for
yahidna.
word. Hold on,
Yes.
hold on,
Yes.
hold on,
Those
hold
are
on.
little girls.
Hold on,
Yes.
hold on, hold on. So
Yes.
tell me where. So
Yes.
hold on. So I'm gonna
Yes.
read the hold on. So I'm gonna read the verse for you.
Yes.
Hold on.
You
I'm
asked
gonna
me for a yes or
hold
no?
on.
Yes.
I got you. Okay, I
Wallahi
got you.
lam
I got you.
yahidna means they have not
She's
gone into
manifesting
monarchy
now.
yet.
Chachi,
Yes.
Chachi, am I gonna be able to speak here? I'm gonna
Yes.
read the verse for her verbatim, and then I want you to say where it mentions little girls. Okay? So it says, so the part that you're talking about, where your sick mind went to, talking about little girls. So let me ask you again. It says, "Wallahi lam yahidn."
So
Those
if I
that
have a sick
hold on, hold
mind,
on,
Ibn
hold.
Kathir has a
Sajida,
sick
please.
mind.
Sajida, please.
Jalalain
Sajida,
has a
please.
sick mind.
Exactly. Sajida,
Muhammad
please.
has a sick
Sajida.
mind.
Who's Muhammad?
Sahih Bukhari has a sick
Who's
mind.
Muhammad? You see, she's lied again. She's
Sahih
hold
Muslim
on.
has a sick
Okay, look,
mind.
look. I'm about to expose her again. You see what I'm talking? She right
What are
now
you talking
implied
about? I'm
that the
using
Prophet
your
sallallahu alaihi
Islam to
wasallam.
interpret your
Hold on.
Quran.
Okay, hold on. So
So if you're gonna say I
she
have
just
a sick
implied. Hold on,
mind,
wait. She
you
just
have to say all
implied.
of your scholars have a
Hold
sick
on. She just
mind.
implied. Hold on. You see what I'm talking about here? This is where they get exposed. She just
What do you
implied
mean
that
they
my
get
prophet. Hold
exposed?
on. She's gonna talk over me because she's about
You're
to get exposed. Hold
exposing
on.
your
She's just talking
scholars.
over me because she's about to get exposed. She said that
You're
my
not gonna
prophet. Hold
expose
on.
anything but
Oh
your
my
own
goodness
Islam.
gracious. She knows she's about to get exposed. She just implied that my prophet literally translated this verse. So I need her to go ahead and bring me the
I
source.
never said your
You said
prophet
Muhammad has
translated
a
this
sick
verse.
mind. And we're talking about this verse. So show
Yeah,
me where the
according to
prophet
Sahih
translated.
Bukhari and
No.
Sahih
You said
Muslim,
Muhammad. You said
he
Muhammad. You said
consummated a
Muhammad.
marriage with
So
a
again, you
nine-year-old
lied about
girl.
that. You lied about that.
I
You
lied?
lied about that.
Okay, then
You lied
And
Bukhari
about
and
first
that.
of
Muslim
all,
are
I don't
Hold
lying.
on.
believe that. I don't believe that because it contradicts the Quran.
Exactly. And not only that, hold on, says the way, says
Okay,
the
so
way.
is he a hadith denier too?
Says the way, says the way. It says that there's nowhere in the hadith where this explained, where this verse
Wait,
explained
wait,
this.
wait, wait.
Hold
There's
on.
nowhere in the hadith
There's
that says that
nowhere.
Muhammad married and consummated a
No, he's
marriage with
not
a
talking
nine-year-old
about that.
girl.
You're switching the
Oh my
goalposts. We was
goodness.
talking about
No, no, no.
we were
I
talking
was
about the
talking about
verse. No, we were talking about the
Chachi.
verse in Arabic. You
Chachi,
said that
when
in
he
It
came
Arabic
says
it
up
that. Yes,
here,
implies. Hold on,
when
one
he
second, one
came
second, one
up
second.
here with
Let me
all of
talk. Let
his
me talk. Let me talk.
ego,
Let me
right?
talk.
And he said that I have a sick mind.
she's about to
I
No,
get
listen,
explained to
listen.
exposed.
him
She's about
that
Let
to
the
get
me let
exposed.
me
scholars have a sick
explain. Let
mind.
me explain what's going on here. So what we're trying to explain is that that Quran verse does not imply little girls.
And she won't
That's
let
According
me
it.
to
get to
who?
that. She won't let me get to that.
So
According
let
to
She won't
let
let me
who?
Adam
get to that.
listen,
Thank
Sajid.
you.
I'll let you talk after him. Just let him talk. Let him explain. I'll listen to you. You know what I mean? Let's just listen to each other. See what he has to say. If he's wrong, he's wrong. If you're right, you're right. Let's just go. Go ahead,
It's
Adam.
not even about being right or wrong. It's
Okay,
about
but
what
She's
if
not.
you're
Islamic
trying to
scholars
teach me
say.
something about Islam and you're
No, no,
incorrect,
no, no, no.
and you're teaching me something, you're
She
trying to
will not
cause
let
some
me.
type of doubt in me when
No, no,
that's
no, no, no.
impossible
I know
because
they. I
if I
that was not
clearly
my
see in
intentions.
English, if I clearly see in English that it does not say
Yeah, because the
anything
Quran
about
was revealed in
prepubescent girls,
English.
but you contradicted yourself saying that it's I would be disingenuous by saying it's prepubescent girls, but then implying that it's prepubescent girls, so you're
I just told
contradicting
you it
yourself.
wasn't
Mind
prepubescent.
you.
But you're
It's
contradicting
before they
yourself
went to
because
menarche.
then who it is? Then who it is?
Prepubescent would mean girls that have not reached the first
So you're
tanner
saying
stage.
girls who are just about to hit puberty is what this is addressing,
No, no.
because they
This
had
is,
the science of this at that
ma'am. Do me a
time
favor.
to
Do me a
know that
favor.
a woman
Look up
Okay.
a
look up
woman's
the
Okay.
five.
eggs
So she's not
release.
gonna let me. Hold on. She's not gonna
Look
let me
up the
because she's
five
about to.
tanner
Chachi, can you mute her so
while
I can read the
he's
verse
gonna
in
Okay,
the
Sajida,
Quran?
yap.
I'm gonna
Look
mute
up the
you and
Can
I'll
I
five
let
just
him
tanner
read the
talk.
verse?
stages.
Let him read the
She won't let
verse.
me read the verse. You
Okay,
guys will
Read the
see what you guys will
verse.
see what's happening here,
read the
right?
verse. Read
She
the
would
verse.
not let
I
me
muted
read
her.
the
Go ahead,
verse in
Adam.
Arabic. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. واللائي يئسن من المحيض. And for your women past the age of menstruation, in irtabtum فعدتهن ثلاثة أشهر, right? In case you do not know, their waiting period is 3 months. وَاللَّائِي لَمْ يَحِضْنَ, and those who have not menstruated as well. وَأُولَاتِ الْأَحْمَالِ أَجَلَهُنَّ أَنْ يَضَعْنَ حِمْلَهُنَّ. As for those who are pregnant and their waiting period ends with delivery. وَمَنْ يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِ يُسْرًا. And whoever is mindful of Allah, He will make their matters easy for them. So verbatim there, she just lies. She says it's there. I'm gonna need says to first of all, because we know the word is atfal. Allah mentions kids so many times in the Quran, and it's talking about atfal, it's talking about children. First of all, Anis says to apologize for lying about my scripture. Because if we're talking about prepubescent girls, we can go to Numbers 31:19, where your God, Jesus Christ, is commanding Moses to rape little children. And so the only scripture that exists that mentions prepubescent girls is the Bible. But before we get into that, Ganis says to apologize for her sick mind and her sick thoughts, for lying about my Quran and mentioning that the verse, we didn't talk about no interpretations. She mentioned, and Chachi was here, she mentioned that the verse verbatim said little girls. I need her to apologize because I read for her word for word, and I literally translated the verse for her. So Sajda, are you gonna be a grown up and apologize for lying about the Quran, because you got your worst nightmare, an Arabic speaking Muslim? Go ahead.
If you're gonna want an apology from me, you're gonna have to go unearth all of your dead scholars, Ibn Kathir,
Talking
Jalalain,
about that.
the
You said
four,
it. You said
the
it mentioned
scholar. Let me
verbatim. No, no,
speak.
no,
I
no,
let
no.
you
You see?
speak, right? Did I not
Okay,
let him
so now
speak,
she's gonna
Chachi?
change. Now she's gonna
Did I not
change.
let him speak? Did I not let him speak?
You did, you did.
Go take Ibn Kathir and Jalalain and Tabari and all of the four madhab scholars, all of them, take them out their graves, ask them for an apology, and then when they apologize to you, then I will apologize. Because all you have to do is pull up Ibn Kathir's tafsir, okay, and see that he's saying that this verse is about little girls. Then you can go to altafsir.com and pull up the Asbab al-Nuzul for 65:4, and you'll see that the women of Medina were confused about women going through menopause, little girls who haven't reached their menstruation, and pregnant women. And that's why 65:4 was revealed. And then you can scurry on your little ass over
Nah,
to
they're not
Islamic
gonna apologize.
jurisprudence and see that marrying little girls is actually allowed in Islam.
It's in the
Then what you can
Bible, but
do
it's not in
is
my
pull up
Quran.
Google and do
Alhamdulillah.
your research and see how
Nowhere in
many
my
little
Quran.
girls are actually getting
It's
married
so
under
sad
the flag
because
of
the
Islam.
Bible is the
So we
only
see it in the
place.
history.
Your
We see that
Bible,
your
your
Muhammad did it.
Bible,
We
your
see it in your
Bible, your
scholars. We
Bible
see
is
it
the
in your
only. Hold on, your
jurisprudence.
Bible is
So
the
it's not my
only
sick mind.
scripture. So
Why are you
again,
talking? Because I let you speak, Adam.
Your Bible again, because
I
you're
let you.
because
Don't
you're
run
running
to
away
my
from the
Bible.
topic. I
Don't run to
asked
the
you a simple
Bible.
question when I came up because
Don't run
she
to the
assumed that I
Bible.
wouldn't know
Deal with
Arabic.
it.
No, okay, no, no, no,
Deal
no.
with
So
Ibn
again,
Kathir.
you hold on. So hold on.
Deal
So
with
okay, I got you.
Jalalain.
Okay, I got you. I got
Deal
you.
with
I got you.
Qurtubi.
Okay, okay.
Deal
Says
with
that.
the four
Is
Sunni
she done? Is she
madhabs.
done? Is she done?
Deal with the Islamic
Is she
jurisprudence
done?
before you call me sick-minded.
Is she done? Is she done? So again, Chachi, I came up and I asked her verbatim. Did I not ask her verbatim? Right? It's a simple question. I asked her verbatim in the text. Does it mention anything about little girls? Did she say yes or no?
Yes, she did
Did she
say
Girls who
lie
have
about? Hold
not
on. Did
reached
she hold on?
monarchy are
Did
little
she did
girls.
high? No, 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 no. I asked her verbatim in the text. Does it say anything about little girl?
So who
Yes
are
or
the
no?
ones who have not
Hold
menstruated,
on. Again.
Adam?
No, no. And it says that I know your sick mind is gonna take you there.
No, no.
Hold on.
Ibn Kathir
Hold
had
on.
a sick
You
mind.
exactly.
Jalalain
Listen.
had a sick mind. Qurtubi had a sick mind.
Sajida. I promise you do not want to get into that. You're talking about
Muslim had a
scholars.
sick
Hold on.
mind.
You're talking about
Bukhari had a sick
hold
mind.
on. You're talking about
Shafi'i
scholars.
and the rest of them had
You're
sick
talking about
minds.
scholars that came 300-400 years ago. I can bring up your own church fathers, right?
I
Hold on.
don't
I
take
can
church
bring up
fathers.
your own church
Ibn
fathers.
Kathir,
Hold
Ibn
on, that
Kathir
you're
came
gonna
300
deny
years ago.
the same church fathers that literally attributed and made up your gospels. You're literally gonna deny them. When I
Why
bring
run
up
to the Bible?
hold on. When I
Why, if
bring up
you cannot
Irenaeus, hold
answer
on. So when I hold
65
on.
4,
Okay,
why are you up
again,
here?
we
Ibn
answered
Kathir.
it. It's not
So
about little
again,
He did
girls.
not answer.
Yes,
Chachi,
he did.
he's
He
saying I
showed you.
have a sick
He
mind.
said to you
What
in
about your
Arabic.
I
He
scholars?
read
said to
him.
you in
I read
Arabic.
him
He
in
said to you
Okay,
in
in
verbatim.
Arabic.
Arabic. Now you want to take the Arabic.
I
Okay.
read. No.
But I'm
Chachi,
saying
You said it.
I
Chachi,
didn't
You said
know.
it.
Chachi,
I didn't know.
wallahi lam yahidna. The
What
ones
does
who
that
haven't
mean? Hold on. What does
menstruated.
that mean? What
Adam,
does
who
that
are
mean?
those?
No.
Adam, who are those?
It's not
If
the
you
little
can't
girls.
answer this,
Again,
I'm
who
gonna
are the
leave. The
delayed
ones who
menstruation?
have
If
not
women,
menstruated.
Jada,
Delayed.
Who are
who
they?
have not menstruated can't get
Sajida.
No, no,
married,
no. Chachi,
Sajida.
I'm
according to the
asking
Quran.
Adam.
But listen,
I'm
if
asking
women,
Sajida.
Adam.
listen, if
But
women,
Adam came up here like he
listen,
knows more
bro,
than
if
you
No,
do.
women,
Sajida.
So I'm asking
if
him the
You
question.
women,
lied. Admit
if
that you lied,
women,
though.
if women cannot get married before menstruation, then they cannot get divorced
Show that to
before
me.
menstruation.
Show it to me. Where does
It
it
says
say
they
that?
must be mentally and physically mature enough
What does
to
that have
handle
to do
their
with
own
menstruation?
finances. Is that a 9-year-old girl?
What does that have to do with menstruation?
You have to be. It's not about menstruation when it comes down to
You
marriage.
just said it. You
I'm
just said
saying that they
menstruation.
can't. If they just hit menstruation, they're not
Show
going
it
off
to
of
me.
marriage.
Show it to me where it says
It
that
says
a
that they
girl has
must
to
be
have
mentally.
menstruation.
They must be. The Quran does not mention menstruation when it comes down to marriage because that's not the basis of marriage. It is mental and physical
Then why did
maturity.
you just say it?
But I'm saying to you, if a woman who is not mentally and physically mature, right, meaning someone who hasn't even touched menstruation, right,
Okay,
she
anyway.
cannot handle her own finances. She
Adam,
cannot handle her own method,
Adam,
which
answer
are
this
the
question.
So again,
conditions of
Who's the
marriage.
second
So you
category?
lied. Hold on. So
Who's
again,
the
you
second
lied about the
category
Arabic.
about?
You lied about the Arabic. Are you
Ibn
giving me that you
Kathir
lied about
lied.
the Arabic?
Adam,
No, no,
who's
no.
the second
Ibn
category
Kathir
about?
came 700 years after. Who
Ew.
said the Ibn? Oh my
What?
goodness gracious!
What? What? Why are you
He's
sounding like
talking
a
as if Ibn
robot?
Kathir walked with the Prophet.
You were right over
Ibn
there?
Kathir came 700 years later.
Aizamaya? You want some
700
water?
years later. You see what I'm talking about?
Aizamaya, Adam?
Hold on.
Drink some
So
water.
again,
Take it easy.
So again, she's getting
Take it
exposed.
easy, Habibti,
She's
because
bringing
now
up.
your voices are
Hold on.
changing.
Hold on. So she's bringing up. Hold on. She's bringing up someone.
Adam,
Hold on.
what's the
Hold on.
second category of women here? Can you please
Again.
tell me
No.
who are the ones
Hold
who
on.
have not
Hold on.
menstruated?
Before we get into that, I need you to tell me.
Who
I need
are
you to
the
admit
ones
she lied.
who have
So
not
again, Chachi,
We told you, mommy.
menstruated?
We told you. We
Chachi.
told you.
No.
I
She
told
Who
you.
are
listen.
they?
She got
You didn't tell
exposed.
me.
Hold on.
Who are they?
Her
I
biggest.
told you.
Hold on.
Who?
Her biggest nightmare. Hold on. Her
Who?
biggest
Who
nightmare
are
came into
they?
effect. She didn't know that I would read the word verbatim.
Who are they?
I ran her down, right? I
Adam, you know
explained
what
it
my
to her
biggest
word
nightmare
for
is?
word.
Adam, you know what my biggest
Hold on.
nightmare is?
Again.
You want to know what my biggest
Your
nightmare
biggest
is?
nightmare should be the Bible,
No.
honestly.
My
You
biggest
can't get
nightmare
divorced.
is
Hold on.
no.
You
My
hold on.
biggest
Your biggest
nightmare,
nightmare should be the
Adam.
Bible.
My
Your
biggest
husband can
nightmare,
grape you, and you
Adam.
literally
My
cannot
biggest
divorce him.
nightmare,
Hold on.
Adam. My biggest nightmare is that Jesus comes and he denies you
Oh
because you
my
denied
God,
him.
no! I'm okay. I'm gonna go worship a man now.
I
Okay, no,
swear,
you got
I'm
me there.
telling you,
I'm gonna go
for
eat
love,
God now. Oh, my
you
biggest
need to
nightmare is
wake
not
up.
worshiping a man. Oh my God!
You need to wake
I'm
up.
gonna go worship
You
a
need
man
to wake
now.
up.
No, says
You
that.
need to
No.
wake up.
I
You
am
need
gonna
to
wake
wake
up. You
up.
got me there.
You need to snap
Oh
out
God,
of it.
guys, I'm woke
You
now.
have
I'm gonna go
fallen
worship a
into
man. I'm
falsehood
gonna go worship a
and you
man.
believe a
I'm
religion
gonna
that
go
Adam,
tells
worship a
you you
man.
they
can
got
marry
you.
I'm
little
gonna go
They
worship
got
a
girls.
you,
man.
Adam. They got you.
No, they got me. I'm gonna go.
They got you.
I'm gonna go eat God on Sunday. I'm
Chachi,
gonna go
you know
worship
the
a man.
prayers work.
I'm finna go
Adam,
worship
don't
a
make me
man.
put you on my prayer
I'm
list.
finna go. Oh
Fajita,
my gosh.
listen,
I'm finna go
you.
worship a
Let me
man.
tell you
Sajida.
something. Let me
I'm
tell
finna
you
go worship
something
a
about
man. Guys,
prayers
she
and
got me.
Christians. Let me tell you something.
Girl,
I've
you
had
know
a
they work.
span of 3 dreams of Christians chasing me.
Shut
Okay,
up.
dead serious. Like wallahi, like I'm telling you,
We're
like
coming
one
for
of
you,
them.
Chachi.
One of them, y'all was chasing me and I was giggling. I was just laughing my ass off. The second one, y'all kept chasing me and I was just upset at that point. I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. And then the third time, I really got mad at y'all and started like taekwondo, like started on y'all asses. So I was
One day, you're gonna have a dream, God
like Martin
willing,
Luther King,
that Jesus is gonna come and pick you up and
and
hug
then I'm
you and
gonna
kiss you on
sign
your
myself
cheek.
into a psych ward because I already
Shut up!
had
Don't say
mental
that. God
issues.
forbid.
You're about to be
I
a
have
man
enough
voice.
mental issues.
You're
If
about to
I
be a
see
man
Jesus
voice.
in my living room, it's over. I've lost.
Chachi, Nez, you need to take it easy because I love Chachi and Chachi knows I love her and we be dancing to worship music too and all kinds of other things.
Oh my
This is
goodness.
not forced.
Chachi, you're about to be a
With
man
Adam,
worshiper.
though, you
No.
still
I'm about to
haven't
what?
answered the question.
You're about to be a man worshiper.
Nah,
We
claro
don't
que
worship a
no.
man. Jesus
You're
is
about to be
not
eating God on
Jesus.
Sundays.
Jesus,
You're
listen,
No.
about to be eating
listen,
God and drinking His
listen.
blood on Sundays. Oh my
No, I
goodness.
don't do that.
Oh
Been there,
my
Adam,
done
listen
that.
to
goodness
me.
gracious.
Been there, done that.
Oh, you
I
be
got
doing that
baptized and
symbolically.
everything.
Hold on.
Nez, get a life. Get a life,
You're a
Nez. Anyway,
Protestant.
Adam,
You're a Protestant. So you eat them symbolically.
I'm not a Protestant. What are you talking
So
about?
what are you? If you're Orthodox, you eat them literally. If you're
I'm not
Catholic, you eat them
Orthodox.
literally. So if
But
you're
anyway,
Catholic,
Adam,
hold
can you
on.
tell me
Every
why are you
denomination eats them
running?
literally,
Why are you
except
being
for
a track
Protestants, they eat them
star?
symbolically.
Why are you being a track star, Adam?
You're the
You're
one who
Answer the
ran away from the verse.
question.
Hold on.
You
You're the one
came
that
up
ran
here to be
away.
a scholar.
So again, no, you ran away from
Answer
the
the
verse.
question.
Hold on. I read the verse
Who's
for
the
you
second
verbatim. Are you gonna
category?
we
apologize?
told you
What
who's
Are
the
does
you
that
gonna
second.
mean?
apologize for
What is
lying?
no? I'm apologizing after Ibn
Oh my
Kathir
goodness. It's been
apologizes,
5 days since
Adam.
you ate God, and honestly, you're still
Go,
tripping.
go,
That's what
dig him
happens
up.
when you eat God on
When he
Sundays.
apologizes to you, I'll apologize. I promise I'll
So again, I
apologize.
told you Ibn Kathir
Go
is
get
someone
go
that
get
came
an
700
apology
years.
from
Hold on. So
Bukhari,
Sajida,
Muslim, Ibn
do you have a hadith that
Kathir,
says guys, I have to follow Ibn
Al-Shafi'i,
Kathir.
Huh?
You're literally bringing up what men said. The difference between me and you can
Are
actually
you Quran
worship a
only?
man. You can
Are you
actually
Quran
worship a
only?
man. You believe a man can be perfect, right? The difference between me and you, I
You
don't
believe
worship
that
men,
too.
all right? I don't. Oh,
You
I
believe
believe
that
that too.
too. You
Hold
guys
on.
believe
So
that all the
okay, I
prophets were
got you. I got you.
infallible.
So no,
Who
listen,
said that?
listen. So
Islam says that.
Islam, the
wait,
Quran says
no,
that
no,
every
no, no,
single
no. I'm
prophet
not
was
in.
perfect.
Oh,
See,
you guys are
listen,
both Quran only?
No, I
listen.
just
No, no,
know
no, no,
if
no,
it
no.
Adam,
contradicts
are
the
you
Quran,
Quran
I'm gonna
only?
I'm not. Listen. I'm not. Listen. I'm gonna get
Adam,
into
did
that
you
once you
cope so hard with
apologize.
the reality of
Hold
Islam that
on.
now you're
Oh
Quran
my
only like our
goodness
sister
gracious.
Chachi is?
So
What do you mean
says
cope
that
so
first
hard?
of
I
all,
was always
Was
Quran
the
I'm not
only.
reality of
Quran
Islam
only.
too harsh for you that you had to
Says that
deny
I'm not
everything,
Quran
including
I
its
only.
was
history,
I
First
so
was
of
that you
all,
could
already
first of
stomach
Quran
the
all,
only.
religion?
first of all,
I
I'm
was
not
already
Quran
Quran
only.
only.
First of
I
all, I'm
never
not
followed
Quran
the
Okay,
only.
hadith.
then explain
Second
what the
of all,
second category
oh
of
my,
wives are.
like okay,
The
like I
ones who
said,
have not
that
menstruated.
We
before
just
I'll
told
get into
you.
that. Listen,
Who
I'll
are they?
hold on. Even
Mr.
though Chachi
Scholar,
told you, hold
you're
on.
so smart.
Again, she's okay.
Tell us.
I think someone ate God on the wrong day.
Tell
Anyways,
us who the second
I
category
think
of
someone ate.
wives are.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you once you apologize for lying about the
You want to
Quran,
get
because that's a big sin.
disrespectful,
Hold
and
on,
I can get
no.
disrespectful
You
about
got
your faith,
disrespectful. You
but I'm not
lied.
going to.
Hold on. So
You
I
came up
again.
here. You came up here acting like a scholar.
Yes, I
So
did.
teach
I
us.
read. Did I not
Who's the
read you the
second
verse? Hold on.
category?
Did I not
He
read you
told
the
you how
verse
Who
to
are the
read it.
verbatim?
ones who have not
Did I
menstruated?
not read you the
Who
verse
are they?
verbatim and you couldn't even point out where
Who
it's
are
talking about
they?
little girls?
What does wallahi
It
lam
says it.
yahidna mean?
Oh, thank you. It says those who have not menstruated. It
Wallahi
does not bring up
lam
anything.
yahidna.
Oh my goodness. So now she wants to change it. So
Who
again,
are
I
they?
read you the verse verbatim.
Who are
And
they?
hold on. Who are they? Who are they?
Answer the
Chachi already
question,
explained it to
Mr.
you.
Scholar.
Chachi, do you want to explain it to her again?
Okay, so
Wallahi lam yahidna. What does that
so the
mean,
first
Mr.
category
Arabic?
is
Mr.
so
My
the
worst
first
nightmare?
but the first category is women who do not expect
We've
menstruation,
already established that, Sister Chachi.
meaning women who do not expect menstruation. And then it's talking about the divorce. Let's say I got divorced in the middle of my
No, no,
cycle
no, no, no.
and I
Chachi,
haven't
just
got my
answer the
period yet.
question. What does
That's what it's
wallahi
talking
lam
about.
yahidna mean? It's very simple. It's a very
Those who
simple
have not
question.
menstruated yet according to the divorce.
Those
During
who
the
have
time of
not
divorce.
menstruated yet, according to what?
The time of the divorce. That's what it's talking
Where
about.
does it say the time of divorce? Thank
My love,
you.
that's what the
Thank you,
whole
Dre. God
chapter is
bless you,
about.
brother. Ahla,
I
Dre,
just read you
ahla.
the verse, and where does it say little girls like
So
your
what does
sick mind?
wallahi lam
Listen,
yahidna
this is not
mean?
the Bible where we get to grape little children. I'm sorry, Tejas.
The
I know
Bible
that's what
doesn't
you
say that
wanted.
either.
Oh my! Oh, do you want me to bring you the explanation?
But do you
In
see how I'm
Luke, it's
not
talking about
biting? Do you
women
see how I'm
children.
not
Like I
biting?
said,
Because I'm not
hold
an
on.
idiot like
No,
you.
because listen, I read you the verse. I'm
Mr.
not running to the
Scholar,
Bible.
Mr.
I read
Scholar who
you the
speaks
verse. Hold on.
Arabic,
I
Mr.
read you the
Scholar who's
verse
so smart.
verbatim. Hold on. She had first
What
of
does
all, she
wallahi lam yahidna mean?
do you know what's funny? So at first she had to run to the scholars. Now she's
Adam,
trying to
Mr.
come back.
Scholar,
And
Mr.
hold
Scholar,
on.
my
So
worst
she
nightmare,
ran to the
Mr. Arabic
scholars, and
speaking
now she's trying to
scholar.
come back
What does wallahi lam yahidna mean?
again. At first she ran
Wallahi
to the
lam
scholars.
yahidna,
Those
Adam.
that
What
have
does it
not
mean?
menstruated. Those who have not menstruated. That's what it
And
means.
who are those?
And who are those
Yeah,
exactly?
who
So
are the ones who have not
hold on. Before we get
menstruated?
The
into that,
women
does
that have
that
not
hold on?
menstruated yet during the
No, no,
time of
Hold
let's
divorce.
get
Good
into it.
question.
Let's get into it now.
Bro, do we read the context of the whole chapter? Do we?
Oh, you wish that the Quran was concise like that. It's ADHD, it's all over the place. I guarantee you that if we go to the verses above and below,
No.
it's not gonna have anything to do
It's
with what we're
talking
discussing.
about
It's all over the
divorce.
place.
It
So
is.
okay, go ahead. Let's
No, it's
read
not.
the whole chapter 65. Let's see if we're gonna find our answer for 65:4.
says that
65.
you
Huh?
must apologize for lying about the verse, yes or no? Are you gonna apologize about the
Mr.
verse, yes or
Scholar,
no? Are
my
you gonna
worst
Oh,
apologize?
prophet.
nightmare,
Hold
Mr.
on, I'm
Arabic
reading.
speaking
I'm
scholar.
reading.
Are you gonna
I'm
apologize?
reading. Hello. O Prophet, when you Muslims divorce women, divorce them for the commencement of their waiting period and keep count of the waiting period, and fear Allah your Lord. Do not turn them out of their husbands' houses, nor they themselves leave during that period, unless they are committing a clear immorality. And those are the limits set by Allah. And whoever transgresses the limits of Allah has certainly wronged himself. You know not, perhaps Allah will bring about after that a different matter. And when they have nearly fulfilled their term, either retain them according to the acceptable terms or part with them
Thanks for the
according
gifts, Vito.
to acceptable terms, and bring to the witness two just men from among you and establish the testimony for the acceptance of Allah. that is instructed to whoever should believe in Allah on the last day, and whoever fears Allah, and He will make for him a way out, and will provide for him from where he does not expect. And whoever relies upon Allah, that He is sufficient for him, indeed Allah will accomplish His purpose. Allah has already set for everything a decreed extent. And those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their waiting period is 3 months, and also those who have not menstruated. And for those who are pregnant, their term is until they give birth. And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him of his matter ease. So yeah, it is talking about, and it continues to talk about divorce for the rest of the chapter.
Chachi, can I add to
So
that
does
if you
it
don't mind?
explain who the second category of wives are?
Okay, Chachi, can I hold
Who
on,
are the
Chachi?
second category?
Oh, hold on, Chachi. Can I add to that? So since she didn't want to apologize, I'm just gonna explain it to her. So we actually have other scholars that basically have other explanations for this. You have Fakhr al-Din al-Razi, right? Who's a Shafi'i
Tell us a little
scholar.
bit about
No, okay,
Al-Razi.
she's not even gonna let me explain it, even though I let her listen. I let her get away with it. She lied about the verse. She won't even let me explain it. It says it. Can you please just let me talk?
If I'm a liar, that
So
means
again,
Ibn
you have
Kathir is a liar
Fakhruddin
too.
al-Razi, who says that part basically of the verse is talking about women who have illnesses, right? Who cannot menstruate for natural reasons or delayed menstruation. You have Abu Bakr al-Jaz.
One in a thousand
Hold
women.
on. You have Ibn al-Ashur. So again, you have many scholars, right? You have many scholars that do not take that as little girls, but that's where your sick mind, of course, went.
You have many
Fakhruddin
scholars
al-Razi
who do
is a
take it
Sunni
as little
scholar, is a
girls.
Shafi'i scholar. Abu Bakr al-Jas is a Hanafi scholar. So again, they're saying in the comments it's children. Of course, that's what you want it to be. Now, Chachi, can you do me a favor? Can you
What's
go
up?
to Numbers 31, 17, and 18, and can you just read it out
No,
for
no,
me,
no, no,
please?
no, no.
No,
We're
no, no,
not.
no,
We're
I
no.
don't
not
Can we
have the
go? No,
moving. We're
no,
Bible.
not
please.
going to the
Okay, so
Bible. I
I'm gonna
have the
do it for you.
Bible,
Hold on,
and we
I'm
can
gonna do
go
it for
there.
you. I don't have the
I
We
have
Bible.
the
can go
old
there, no
scriptures.
problem.
I have
Hold
the
on.
holy
Okay, so
But you
scriptures.
again,
have to.
hold
You
on.
have to let me
Hold on.
respond,
No, no, no,
Adam,
no.
Mr.
I have the
Listen.
Jewish
You
scriptures.
didn't want to. Hold on.
Mr. Arabic scholar.
Again. So again, she didn't want to
So
apologize
how do
for
you
lying
cope with
about the
Ibn
verse.
Kathir?
She didn't want to
Wait, wait,
lie
wait.
Ibn
about
Kathir, then
Hold on,
apologizing
say
wait,
for
wait,
the
say
wait. Let
Ibn
me
verse.
actually one
Kathir,
second.
say Ibn
Okay.
Kathir
So
lied
again,
about the verse
he
too. Then
absolutely. First of all, Ibn Kathir came 700 years
did
after the
Ibn Kathir
Prophet,
lie?
and he made an opinion. He made a
Is Ibn
false.
Kathir a
Ibn
liar?
Kathir, no, it's not a liar. What I'm telling you is Ibn
So
Kathir made
Ibn
a
Kathir is
false.
not a
He
liar, but I
he had an
am.
opinion. Hold on. So Ibn Kathir, who came 700 years after the Prophet,
And he
did
was a
not
sick
have
man, yeah?
did not have the right. Hold on, did not have the right idea about this. As simple as that. No,
Sick
now
man?
for Numbers 31,
Wait,
17 and
Adam.
18, it
Adam,
says,
is Ibn
therefore
Kathir a
unalive.
sick man?
Yes.
Hold on.
So
It's
now
Could
wait.
to be a
therefore,
sick
hold
man?
on. So now
I have the
therefore
Jewish
unalive.
scriptures. I have the
Good.
Jewish
So I
ones.
got
Is
you.
could to
What
be
is
a
it?
sick
Okay. So
Numbers
man?
what?
okay.
Is could to be a
Numbers
sick
what?
man? Is could to be a
What's the
sick
chap?
man?
What's the verse and chapter?
Is
You lied about the
Jalalain a sick
verse.
man?
You lied
Numbers
about the
what?
verse, and now it's about to, Numbers 31, 17, and 18.
31, 17, and 18. I have the old book.
So I
This
just
is
want
what
the
Sajda
audience
believes
to
her
see.
her
I
her,
just
her
want the audience to
pre-incarnate man
see
God
that they
wrote, by the way.
coped,
Your
right?
pre-incarnate
No,
man
because I
God.
explained to you what it
We're
was.
about to
They
read
did
the words
not
of your
address
pre-incarnate
the
man
second
God,
category of
who was
wives in the
asking his
verse.
God not to be unalived, even
The
though
Arabic
that was his
verse
whole
Okay,
says
so
mission.
this
"Wallahi
says,
lam."
Okay.
now
Lam literally
therefore,
means that they have not
now,
reached menstruation yet.
now therefore, off every male among the little ones, and off every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women children
Oh my
that have
goodness.
not known man
All the
by laying
women
with
what?
him, women children
Oh my
that have not
goodness.
known man by
Sajda.
lying with him,
Oh.
keep alive for yourselves.
Oh my goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
where
To
does
do
that say
what?
that you can
Oh my
grape them?
goodness gracious. Oh
To
my.
bring them
Why?
into the
Oh,
communities
okay.
and
So
raise them
hold
as
on.
their
So
own.
Oh,
again.
so let's use your
No,
logic
see, no,
against
no,
you. So
no, no,
let's
No,
use
no,
your
no,
no.
logic
no, no,
against you.
no,
Where in
no.
the Quran does it say that's about little girls?
Hold on. So
No, no, no,
again.
no, no. See, what you
So
guys are doing is that the
No,
verse
because you're
65
I'm
4
using
is
your
about
logic against
sex.
you.
okay.
I
65
Okay. Hold
4
on.
is
Okay.
about
Chachi.
sex.
And
Numbers
hold on,
31 is
hold
not.
on. Okay, so
That's
hold
the
on.
big
So
difference here.
again, Moses is being
65
told. Hold on.
4 is
So
about
it's
Moses.
not
sex.
Okay,
about
hold on, hold on,
sex.
hold on, hold on.
65 4
Hold on.
is
It's
about
talking about the
marriages that were
waiting
Hold on, hold on. So
consummated.
Moses, hold on. So Moses is
65
telling
4
Moses is
is
telling.
about
So
women
Jesus
who
is
have
telling Moses
consummated their
to keep the
marriages.
children to
Numbers
himself, right?
31 is
Can you
not
go? Can
actually.
you go to Deuteronomy
You need
21,
to
10 to
prove. No, no,
14,
no, no,
and
no,
it
no, no,
tells you
Adam.
what happens
Adam.
to
Oh,
those
now you're
kids.
just gonna hop. Now you're
No,
just
Deuteronomy,
gonna
because it
hop
literally
around.
shows you. So they're being held
Now you're
captive
just gonna
right now,
hop
right?
around.
So
Now
they're
you're
everyone is
just
being
gonna
held
hop
unalived
around.
except for
captive.
the.
You're weak,
So
Adam.
What's the?
You're
Deuteronomy,
weak.
Hold on,
You're
Deuteronomy
Sajeda,
weak.
I'm trying to
21,
hear
10 to
it.
No,
14.
Chachi, no.
She
What'd you
doesn't
say?
want to read.
Numbers
Hold on,
what?
her.
He
I'm
just
telling
lied
you,
on the
their
Bible.
Number
Bible is their
what?
biggest kryptonite. Their
Numbers is
Bible
not
is their
about
18.
biggest
sex.
kryptonite.
What is
65 4
Deuteronomy?
is about
Deuteronomy
sex,
21, 10
Chachi.
to 14.
Okay, so I
Deuteronomy.
debunked you on numbers. Let's go to the next verse. I'll
What
debunk
did you
you
No,
there
say?
it's
too.
telling you what
Deuteronomy.
happens to them. No,
Deuteronomy
numbers is
No.
what?
telling you
I
keep them
can't
captive.
hear.
Don't unalive them.
Adam, what is
Deuteronomy
the
21, 10
what?
to 14 tells you what happens
21,
to
10
them.
to
Yalla,
14.
let's go. Let's go. Read that too. I'll debunk you on
By the way,
everyone.
I call it
I'll debunk
Deuteronomy.
you in a way that you
Because I
couldn't
truly do
debunk
believe this
me.
book was inspired
Okay.
by
Because
me. But that's
Quran
another story for
allows
another
you
day.
to marry little girls and
No,
you
it
were not
doesn't.
able to debunk
Astaghfirullah.
it.
No, it doesn't.
You
Deuteronomy
didn't debunk
21, 10 to
it.
14.
When thou
You
goest
didn't
forth,
debunk
no,
it.
yes, we did. We completely
How?
debunked your claim
First
because
of
you
all,
said to me, where in that verse does it say that they can grape the little children? But you just
It
implied
doesn't
that the
say that.
Quran, but you just
Chapter
implied that the Quran, but
65 4
so
listen,
is
you're not
about
Deuteronomy,
listening.
sex. It's
But you're
about
implying I'm
consummation of
using
let's
Sajeda,
marriage.
Sajeda, hold on. I'm using your logic
Sajida.
against you. Sajida, I'm using your logic
It's
against
not
you. You
about
said
logic. It's not
yes,
about
it
using
is
my logic
logic.
against me.
Because in the Quran,
65 4
it
is about
nowhere
marriages
it's
that were consummated.
nowhere it states that it's about little
Numbers
girls.
31
The
is not
same
about
way,
consummation.
it tells you what
but
happened to
I'm
those females.
talking.
So
Can I
again,
can I finish my
No, it doesn't.
sentence? Can I finish
No,
my
it doesn't.
sentence? Can I finish my sentence? What I'm
It's
saying
not
is I'm
about
using
using
your
my
logic.
logic against me.
Yes, I
You
am
can't do
because
that.
you're implying that this
The
sentence is about.
context of numbers
Listen,
is not about
you're not
consummating
listening.
marriages
You're
where
not listening.
65 4
I'm
is.
not saying that. I'm not saying
I
that.
Sajda,
didn't
you
put that into
If
lied.
you would
65
You
4.
lied.
if you would
Nothing
let
is
me
in
hold
65
on,
4.
Adam, if she would let me finish my statement. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that with the same logic of interpreting the verse, right? You said where in that verse does it say that they can grape the little girls, right?
It doesn't
But
say that.
in the Quran, I said where in it does it say that it's talking about little girls? It
Wallahi
doesn't
lam
say that.
yahidna. I just
It
answered your
doesn't say
question.
that. We had an Arabic speaker
Wallahi
come up
lam
here.
yahidna.
But
You're
I'm
lying
reading
again.
but I'm
Wallahi lam
reading
yahidna. It means the ones who have not menstruated yet. Wallahi lam yahidna.
Don't
and that's
Those
a
who
good
have
question.
not gone into
Hold on,
menarche.
both of you, real quick. Why didn't the little boys get saved then?
You know why? It's about to tell you in
Okay,
Deuteronomy
what is it? Deuteronomy. What is the chapter and verse?
21, 10 to 14.
I'm sorry. Okay, when thou goest forth to the battle against thine enemies, and the Lord thy God delivereth them into thy hands, and thou carriest them away captive, and seest among the captives a woman of goodly form, and thou hast a desire unto her, and wouldest take her to thee to wife, then thou shalt bring her home to thy house, and shalt shave her head, and pare her nails, and she shall put the raiment of her captivity from off her, and shall remain in the. I need to take my asthma pump, bro. I can't even read this.
This has
What the
nothing to
fuck?
I
do
don't
with
know. Hold on.
rape.
I don't know.
It
So
has
hold on. Let me
nothing to
read it
do
for. I
with
don't know what version
sex.
you're
It has
reading. So
nothing to do with
it
the sex
says,
slave. It's
and she
literally
shall.
talking
Hold on.
about
Hold on. Hold on.
marriage.
So let me finish
Marrying
the
a
verse.
little
Hold on.
Talking
girl?
about
Says
that's
that.
not
Says
about a
that.
little
Says that.
girl.
Says
But it
that. So
says little
again,
girl.
Show
It's the chapter
proof to me.
before.
No,
hold
no,
on.
no.
Again.
What?
So everyone is
What?
unalive. The says that everyone is
No, no,
unalive.
no. What
Hold
you're
on. So
doing is you're
hold on. Hold
mixing
on.
things and you're
Hold on. Hold on.
coping.
Hold on. Hold on.
I
So
didn't
again.
take several different verses
So again,
and mix them up
I
to
read you
make
the
my
verse
point.
verbatim, and
I
you couldn't
stuck
bring
to
up where it said little
165
girls.
4
Chachi, can
and
you
you
talk
still
to her?
couldn't debunk
She's
it.
literally just yapping right
So,
now. Honestly, she's
Chachi, put
sad.
me on the big screen so I can share you some of your scholars, Habibti, because you want to cope
They're not my
and you want to let him
scholars.
lie. You want to let
They're
him
not my.
lie.
100 years
You
later,
lied on the Quran. You
you lied on the
did.
Quran.
How?
You literally said it
Because you
multiple
Please tell me
times.
contradicted
how.
yourself with your own statement. You're still using
Please tell
that
me
verse to
how.
combat Islam, but you're
Wallahi lam
being
yahidna.
contradictory
It means those who
because
have
you
not
said
menstruated yet.
you're not implying that it's prepubescent girls because that would be ignorant, right? But now you're implying that it's
Prepubescent would
prepubescent
mean
girls.
before the first stage
Okay,
of the
but there's
first
still
carrier
okay. Let me stop
stage.
saying prepubescent girls,
Okay.
little girls.
So, okay, little
You keep
girls. You could
implying
say
it's little
little girls
girls.
because that would be accurate. Because if an 8-year-old girl has her period,
Sajida, you're
right?
sick. You're honestly
She's
sick.
a
You're
woman
sick
in in Islam.
But
I'm
this is
sorry,
not
that's just the truth.
consideration. Listen, and this verse is not about
Yeah, this is
marriage. This
consideration
is
about
not
girls
about
who
marriage. This
have
is
not
about
gone into
divorce.
monarchy yet.
So Jade, listen, it is talking about divorce. It is not talking
Exactly,
about
which means
marriage.
what? What is
The
an iddah
conditions
for?
for marriage
Answer
are to
me.
be mentally and physically mature,
What
and a
is an
little girl
iddah
is not
for?
physically and mentally mature.
What is an iddah for?
It's for the women who need to wait after consummating the marriage.
Exactly.
But they
So
must
chapter.
be of
So hold on,
physical and
Chachi.
mental maturity to be
Okay.
married in the first
Okay.
place.
Forget about that. But
I can't
65-4.
forget about that. That's
Oh,
the
no.
Quran.
65-4 is about marriages who have been consummated, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But
So 65-4
if
is
you
about
look at the
sex, right?
conditions, if you
Yeah.
look at the conditions
Numbers
of
31 is
marriage,
not. So for
okay.
him bringing up the verse that you just read, it has
But
nothing
you're
to do with what
contradicting
we're
the
talking
Quran.
about.
But you're
No, I'm
contradicting
not
the Quran is all
contradicting
I'm
the
saying.
Quran.
Because
No.
if it
All
says
I'm
that the one
saying is
listen,
don't be
listen.
disingenuous.
I'm
Don't
not
bring
being
up
disingenuous.
numbers when
You're being
numbers is not about
disingenuous
sex.
by
It
allowing
literally
65-4
hold
is.
on,
contradictions in the
hold on.
Quran. It
Okay, hold on.
contradicts the Quran. You must be
So
physically
How?
and mentally mature.
Chachi,
Show me where it
Chachi.
says that.
Oh my
It
goodness.
literally
I need
talks about
my
a marriageable age. So Surah
Go get your
An-Nisa, it
asthma
says,
pump,
وَابْتَلُوا
Chachi.
الْيَتَامَى حَتَّى إِذَا بَلَغُوا
Chachi, go
النِّكَاحَ.
get your asthma pump.
So
I'll
I
mute up
already
again,
took
until you
it.
get your. Okay.
In Surah An-Nisa, it's literally talking about a marriageable age, right? So there is a
That's
marriageable
talking about
age.
orphans.
Oh, so again, if that's the case, then basically the four wives, you would agree, is talking about basically, because
That's
that
talking
verse,
about
how does it
orphans.
start? How does it start? It's talking
Orphans
about
don't have
orphans too,
dads to
right?
give them
So
away.
hold on. So
Under
the
the
I'm an
four
reason,
orphan.
Sunni school of
hold on. So
madhab,
again,
the four madhabs, a father can or a wakil can give
Sajida, you see,
away a
she's
little
picking and
girl to
choosing.
marriage. What are you
Hold on,
talking
hold on. So
about?
again, Sajida, she's
And
picking and
that's not
choosing.
even the
So
context of
hold
that
on.
verse
So
isn't
Sajida,
even marriage.
okay,
It's
she's
talking
been
about an
talking.
orphan
Hold on.
boy. If you pull up the
Okay,
history of why the
okay.
reason
Am I gonna be
of
able to talk?
that verse being revealed, it's talking about an orphan boy and
Am
when
I
he
gonna be
can
able to
get
talk?
his inheritance.
Am I gonna be able to talk? So again, Sajida,
So
right
stop
here,
playing games. You're talking to
she hold
somebody
on,
who
she's about to get
knows.
exposed
Okay?
again. Even, hold
What do you
on.
mean exposed?
So
If you're
Sajida,
gonna, if
let me
anything that you're
talk.
gonna expose
Let me
is your
talk.
own
Let
scholars,
me
your
talk.
own
And I brought
history,
you scholars that
your
had
own
my
leaders.
opinion. I brought you scholars,
And
the
I'll bring you
Shafi'i
scholars for
scholars
days
that
that
had
say it's
my
little
opinion that
girls.
said it had nothing to do with little girls. So again,
What?
Sajida,
All
a
right, fine.
little did I not name four scholars,
I
Chachi,
think that
that
you're in a
literally said it
predicament.
was about natural
I
causes
believe that you're in
and
a
other things
predicament.
that
I
didn't bring up
believe
little
that you're in a
girls?
predicament. I
Sajida, hold
believe
on.
that you're in a predicament.
Sajida, stop.
If you can
Sajida,
bring me
you're
scholars
Sajida,
that say this
Sajida,
is not about little
Sajida.
girls, and I bring you scholars
I'm
that it
glad
is about little girls, you have the problem, not
I
But
don't
what
me.
does the
have the
Quran say?
problem would have been on me if the
The
verse
Quran says,
verbatim said anything
"Wallahi
about
lam
little girls.
yahidna."
So
Wallahi
again,
lam yahidna. The
Is that
word
little
lam,
girls?
she's not letting me
Chachi,
talk.
the word
Chachi,
lam,
Chachi,
L-M,
Chachi,
lam,
Chachi.
meme, okay? It means
Okay,
without,
I'm the
not
Arab.
yet. It has not
No,
happened. Not
that's a lie.
L-N,
Again,
not
that's a
lam
They have
lie.
noon,
not menstruated in the
lam
That's a
time of the
lie.
mem.
divorce. Yes.
No, it doesn't. Where does it
In
say in
the
the
time
time
of
of
the
the divorce?
it's
You're
this is
reading
what
It
the
that
says
whole
in.
those who have not
context of the
menstruated.
that's the context of the verse. The whole chapter is about the
Sajida,
time of divorce.
Sajida.
Wallahi lam yahidna.
Yes.
The ones
So
who
if
have
I
not
got
menstruated
so
yet.
okay, so if I
Meaning the
got
ones who
divorced,
have
listen.
not gone into monarchy.
Okay,
So
no, it doesn't
again,
say that. But let me say to you,
Wallahi
okay,
lam yahidna.
let's say I got a divorce today, right? I have not menstruated yet.
God forbid.
That's what
Okay.
it's talking about.
No. Are you
Yes.
have you gotten your period before?
Yes.
Okay, then you would have to apply
But does it say
chapter
at
2.
all?
No, chapter 2 verse 228 for
Chachi, is
you.
she gonna let me talk or no?
You would
Go
have to
ahead. Go
She's
ahead,
been
apply
talking
Adam.
this whole
chapter
time. I
2
mean, that's
verse
Go ahead,
kind of
Adam.
like
Go
228.
ahead. Let
That's
Adam.
what would apply to you.
Sajida. Okay, hold on.
Because
Thank
you're
you.
not
I
pregnant,
got you.
you did not pre-menarche, and you're not in menopause. So
Okay, are we
chapter
done?
2, verse 228, Chachi, would apply to you.
Yeah, I know you wanted to be about little kids so bad. Says I know you want it so bad. You had to like a couple
Trust
times.
me,
Anyway,
I
Sajida,
did
hold on. I
not
let
want
you
it to be
talk.
about little kids,
Okay,
but it is.
Chachi, please. Am I gonna be able to talk here? So again, she brought up something very interesting. She said, "Well, I have my opinion on it. She has her opinion on it, right?"
I don't have an
So
opinion.
hold on.
Your
No,
scholars
no. Okay,
have
she has scholars that.
opinions.
Okay. Hold on. She has scholars that back her claim. I have scholars that I brought up that support my claim, right? So she said it's gonna be an issue on me. How's it gonna be an issue on
It's an
you?
issue for Islam for sure. Are you not a Muslim?
Hold on. How's it gonna be an issue on me
You have no
when we went to
consistency in your
hold on. Okay,
faith.
she's not gonna let me talk for more than 10 seconds. When we went to the Quran verse verbatim and I read her the verse word for word, Chachi, when I read for her word for word, did anything come out of my mouth about little girls? Yes or no?
No.
So again, so the
Wallahi
scholars.
lam
Oh
yahidna.
my! What does that
Address
bring up?
it.
Any little girls? It says those who have not
Address it.
menstruated. Where does that bring up little girls?
The
Stop being
ones who have
sick in the
never
Sajida. Stop
menstruated.
being
Those are
It's
sick in
girls
the
not
who have
head.
not gone to
never.
menarche.
Sajida.
Lam.
It's
Adam.
not.
Adam.
It's not
Lam
never.
Adam.
meme is
Hold on.
never. Not yet.
Oh
Adam.
my goodness gracious! Can you go to the
Never and
translation?
not yet are two different things.
So again, if you
Okay,
go to the
explain to me what does it
translation,
mean in Arabic,
hold
Mr.
on.
Arabic,
Again,
Mr.
so again,
Worst
if you
nightmare
go,
of
okay,
mine?
no, listen. So again,
What does Wallahi
the
lam yahidna
the
mean, Mr. Worst
the
nightmare,
hold
Mr.
on.
Scholar,
If you go,
Mr. Arab
listen.
speaking scholar?
Okay, okay.
First of all, if it was
You
about
ate.
little kids,
It would have said atfal. It would have said little kids. It would have said
and on
everything.
top of it,
Anyways,
the English translation would have said it too.
hold on. So the English translation, wallahi lam yahid. So again, I'm at Quran.com, the most basic one. It says
Put me on the big screen,
those
Chachi.
who have not menstruated. No. Hold on. She see what she's talking
No, no,
about.
no, because
So
I'm
she
nobody.
basically hold on.
I
So
want to
again,
read
she's
you
talking about
scholars.
scholars.
Put me
Hold
on the
on. So
big
she's
screen.
no.
I don't
She's
believe
bringing
in
up
scholars.
like I said.
Put.
Hold on.
Oh, but you're gonna
She's
take
getting
his
exposed.
scholars?
I don't take his scholars. He's just
So
talking.
then why didn't you
So
stop
again,
him when he was reading
no.
scholars?
Okay,
He was just
Listen,
okay. So he
So let me
obviously
just
takes
do my
I
thing
scholars.
named my
too.
Listen,
scholars.
listen. He obviously takes scholars,
Allah
right?
the
And he
Exalted
said,
clarifies the waiting period of the women in
Okay,
menopause.
so again,
Come on, let me
Sajida, we're
read.
talking about
And
the
that
verse, and
is
now she's
the
going into
one
scholars. Every
whose
time,
menstruation has
Chachi,
stopped
are you
due
seeing
to
this?
her
Every
older
time we
age.
go to the
Her
verse,
iddah
she
is
wants
3
to run
months
to
instead of
scholars.
3 monthly cycles for
Every
those who
time we go to
menstruate,
the
which
verse,
is based
every
upon
time we
Ayah
go to the
Surah
verse,
Al-Baqarah. See chapter 2, verse
so
228.
Sajida, so
The same
Sajida
for the
keeps on
young
flipping.
who have not reached the years of
Sajida,
menstruation. The same for the young who have not reached the years of
so
menstruation.
again,
Their
the same for
iddah
the young.
is
That's
3
not
months
okay.
like those
Okay,
in menopause. This
okay.
is
So
the meaning
again,
of him saying, and
Chachi,
for those who have no courses, as for his
Chachi,
saying,
Chachi,
Wallahi lam
Chachi,
yehidna.
Chachi. So again, we're about to expose
The
her again.
same for the
Can you go?
young
Hold on.
who
Okay,
have not reached the years
that's
of
not what the verse says.
menstruation.
Again,
The
Chachi,
same for the young who
Chachi.
have not reached the years of menstruation. The
Okay,
same for
is
the
that what the verse
young
says
who
verbatim?
have not reached the years of menstruation. The same for
She's
the young
manifesting.
who have
She's
not reached the
manifesting.
years of
That's not what the verse says.
menstruation. So
Okay, are
that's
you
not
done?
my
Are you done?
tafsir.
Are you
That
done?
is
Are you
Ibn
done?
Kathir's
Ibn
tafsir.
Kathir. So we're going back to the scholars again. She got exposed
Yeah,
for
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
verse.
yeah, yeah.
She lied
Your
about it, and
scholars
now
got
she's wanting to.
exposed.
Hold on. So again, we've
Your
been here on this
scholars
live for
got
about 15
exposed.
minutes. She went back
Your
and forth
scholars
between what
got
the verse
exposed.
says
Now
and
let's go
what
to
the scholar says.
altafsirlist.com.
So
Let's go to the
again,
Asbab and Nuzul. Let's go.
Sajida,
Today is not a
Sajida,
good
you
day for you.
lied.
It's a
You lied.
bad
Hold
day
on.
for the ummah for you.
You
That's what it is.
lied. You lied about what the
Altafsir.com.
verse said. Hold on.
Yalla.
When I first
Ibn
came up,
Kathir is the
hold on. When
liar.
I first came
Don't
up,
call me the
hold on.
liar.
When I
I
first
just read
came up,
Ibn Kathir's tafsir word
when
for
I first
word.
came up,
Clean up
okay,
your
Ibn
mouth.
Kathir came
Clean up
700
your
years
mouth.
after the
Yeah,
Prophet.
yeah, yeah. Say it.
Is he
Say he's a
infallible?
sick man.
I'm not a
Say
man
he's a
worshiper.
sick man.
You're the
Say it.
sick person.
Say that Ibn
You're the one
Kathir
that's
is a
sick.
sick
So
man.
again.
Say it.
Okay, so
Say
she's
it.
been talking. Chachi, am I gonna be able to talk?
Say Ibn
yes,
Kathir
go
is a
ahead.
sick man.
Let him
Are you
talk.
done, Sajida?
Say Ibn
Are you
Kathir is a
done?
sick
Let
man.
him
Are you
talk. Let
done?
him talk, my love,
Are
please.
you done?
Only because you
So
said my
again,
love. I'm
Sajida.
sorry, Chachi. I'm
Okay, I
getting all
got you.
rowdy up on your
Okay,
live. I love you, sister.
I
My
know.
bad.
You ate God 5
But you
days
know,
ago. It's
Adam
still in your
came up here
system.
with the
You
ego.
didn't fully shit
I
him
have
out
to
yet. It's
crush
cool.
his
I know. I
ego,
get it. You
Chachi.
ate God 5 days ago. You still didn't fully shit him
I
out
don't,
yet.
listen, you don't
It's
even
so
know
it's
who I am
okay.
or
It
what I
happens.
am. But you
So it
keep
is.
running to the
So
Bible. You
again,
know why?
I got you.
Because
I
you
got
can't
you. So
defend your
again,
faith.
I got you. I
You
got
can't
you. So it
defend
says
your
that
faith.
I've let you talk. Says that I
All right,
know you're
guy, I'm
about
going to
to.
give you a
I
minute and then
okay.
I'm going
I
to
got you.
go.
I
Because it's
got
going to
you.
be my turn. So y'all go.
So
Cope.
again.
Manifest
So
the
I got you.
worst nightmare of mine.
So Chachi, do you notice how she
Oh,
flipped
thanks for
back
the
and
gifts,
forth? Hold
my
on.
beautiful family.
She
Thank you.
flipped back and forth between what the verse says and what the scholars say 10 times. Every time we go to the verse, she runs to the scholars. So since I don't have camera privilege, can you go to Quran.com
Why, you broke
for
over there,
hold on
bro?
once and for all because I don't have enough followers.
Guys,
Chachi,
come
can you
on. We got
please
like
go to Quran? Hold on.
169 people
Hold on.
here.
Can you go? Hold on.
Everybody follow Adam.
Hold on.
He's my worst
Again,
nightmare. He's an
I
Arabic
got you.
and English
She's still
speaking
talking after I
scholar.
let her talk. You
He's
see,
the
she's
man
about
of
to
the
get exposed.
hour.
So
Follow
Chachi,
him so
please.
that he can get some
Okay,
followers, so
I
he can
got
get
you. I
some
got
camera
you. I'm
privilege.
not interested in no followers, alhamdulillah. Anyways, so Chachi, can you go to 65.4 our Quran, and I need you to read us what the verse says verbatim, because she's
She doesn't
saying,
read
Surah
Arabic.
hold on,
4.
hold on. Go to 65:4 because
I
she
have.
said it mentions little girls. Okay,
She
so
doesn't read Arabic.
again, no,
Let me read it for
I'm
you in
telling her.
Arabic.
So
Yalla. Let me
again,
pull up the verse for you.
so
Let me
so
read it
Okay,
so
for
and
this.
you.
those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not menstruated. And for
Who are
those
those
who are pregnant,
people?
Oh, now she wants to add a commentary.
Who are the ones who have not
Let her
menstruated?
finish the verse. She is manifesting so hard.
and
We
for
let her talk. She won't let us talk.
I
She's
came to
just
you guys for
manifesting.
answers and you're not
Chachi,
giving
can
me
you please? No,
answers.
no, 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 no. Chachi, no. Again, we're reading. Sajda, we're reading the verse where you said it mentions little girls.
Let the Arabic read it.
Hold on. So again, Chachi, can you please finish basically the verse? Go ahead.
Wallahi.
Chachi, are you gonna finish or do you want me to do it?
and those who no longer expect menstruation among your women, if you doubt, then their period is 3 months. And also for those who have not menstruated. And for those who are pregnant, their term is until they give birth. And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him of his matter ease.
Or is there anything there that's talking about little girls in your translation? Yes or no?
I
Yeah.
don't know if I mean
No, no, no,
literate,
no. Ask
but
Chachi.
no,
Chachi.
no, I didn't see
So
nothing.
again, so
If it
Sajda
said
lied.
little girls, wallahi, I would not
I
feel
got you.
Muslim.
So again, so Chachi lied. So again, Sajda lied. Sajda lied when she first came up, and not
Did I
only
lie?
that, she added those that are too
Did I
young.
lie?
You see that? You know how she added too young
All right,
there?
now my turn,
You see how
Chachis.
sick of a
My
person
turn.
this person is? She
My turn.
literally lied
My turn.
when she first came up. I asked her verbatim. Everyone here, and Allah is my witness. I asked her. I didn't ask her about no scholars. I asked her, does the verse verbatim? She didn't know I spoke Arabic. She said, I asked her, does the word verbatim mention anything about little girls? She said yes. She lied, and now she tried to go back and talk about lem and len, right? And then when we
Yeah,
read
because
it, she goes
we're
to the
talking about the
scholars.
Arabic.
She lies about the verse. She goes to the scholars. She lies about the verse. She goes to the scholars. She lies about the verse. You're just
Okay,
manifesting because you're a
yalla, let's
sick
go. My
person
turn.
with
Can I
some
talk?
sick
Because I'm
thoughts.
not
No, no, no,
making
no,
this
no, no, no,
personal.
no, no, no. So
You're
again.
mad.
Okay, you just got exposed. You just
It's a
got
bad day
exposed. You're
for the
done.
ummah.
Hold on. So you just
But
got
if I
exposed.
read Ibn
You just
Kathir's
got
tafsir,
exposed. You just
who's
got
getting
exposed.
exposed?
You
Me
just
or
got
Ibn
exposed.
Kathir?
You just got exposed. You just got
Who's
exposed.
getting
So
exposed though?
again, we saw
I didn't
in
come
hold
up
on,
here and curse
again.
at your
Unlike
religion.
hold on, so
I didn't curse at your
unlike my
Quran.
Quran,
I'm reading your
Alhamdulillah. Hold on.
scholars.
Unlike okay, you're reading my scholars. Unlike
Yeah.
your
So who got
hold on.
exposed? Me
So
or Ibn Kathir?
again, you know what? I can easily say Thomas the
Adam, who got
hold on. I can
exposed?
easily
Me
bring
or
up your
Ibn Kathir?
scholars. Hold on. I can easily
Me
bring
or
up your
Ibn Kathir?
Ibn Kathir came
Tell me.
700 years later, okay? So you
So
said
say
the
I
Quran
didn't
verbatim.
Ummah Ibn Kathir. Why are you cursing at me? Curse at Kathir.
no.
The same for the young who have
Okay,
not reached the
okay,
years of menstruation.
okay. So
Did I
again,
say that or did
you,
Kathir say that?
no, you said the Quran said it
The
verbatim.
same for the young who have not reached the years of
You said the
menstruation.
Quran said it
The
verbatim, and you
Quran does
lied.
say it.
Sajida, it's
Wallahi lam
okay.
yahidna.
Sajida, you said the Quran said it verbatim, and
Wallahi
you
lam
lied.
yahidna.
Sajida, you said the
Wallahi lam
Quran said it
yahidna.
verbatim, and you lied.
Wallahi lam
Unlike your
yahidna.
Bible in Numbers
Wallahi lam
31:14,
yahidna.
where it
You
literally
ran to the
takes
Bible
out
and you got
women,
debunked.
children. The difference
You
between
ran to the
my
Bible
book,
and you
no,
got debunked.
you
You
couldn't bring up
ran to the
anything in my
Bible
Quran.
and you
Hold on.
got
So
debunked.
again,
You
how did I
ran
get
to the
debunked? How did I
Bible
get
and you
debunked?
got
It literally
debunked.
said women, children.
Numbers is
It
not
literally
about
said women,
sex.
children.
Chapter
What it
65:4
tells you in
is about
Deuteronomy. It
sex.
tells you in Deuteronomy what happens to those little girls, right?
No, it
It
doesn't.
literally
It
says
doesn't.
you can grape them, right? And
No, it
then what?
doesn't.
It literally says you
It
and
doesn't.
she shall take
But
off.
you
I'm
know
reading
what?
the
It's my
verse.
turn now.
I'm reading
Adam,
your
you
Bible, and
manifested.
she
You
shall take
manifested
off
long enough.
her clothes in
I
which she
have
was
yet
captured.
another
Hold
scholar
on,
for you that you can
hold
curse
on,
out. Let's
hold on.
expose another
And then
Islamic
hold on, and
scholar.
bring her home to your house, and she shall
Let's
shave her
expose
head
another
and tear her
Islamic
nails,
scholar.
and she shall
This
take
is
off the clothes when she was captured,
Asbab
and she
al-Nazul
shall
by
remain in your
Al-Wahidi.
house and
We're
lament her
about to
father and her
expose
mother,
Al-Wahidi.
and you may go into her.
We're about
And
to
you may go
expose
into her.
Al-Wahidi.
Your Bible talks about
We're
graping little
about to
children.
expose
Your Bible
Al-Wahidi.
talks about graping little children in Deuteronomy, inspired by
We're
Diddy
about to
himself.
expose
You
Al-Wahidi.
were exposing Deuteronomy, inspired by
Let's
Diddy himself. We're
go.
exposing your
Let's
Bible. We're exposing
go.
your Bible.
Let's
We're exposing
go.
Deuteronomy
Adam, are
inspired
you
by
feeling
Diddy
insecure
himself.
over there,
We're
buddy?
insp- no, 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 no. You got exposed.
Are you
You thought
feeling?
I didn't know how to
Let's
speak
expose
Arabic,
Wahidi.
and
I
you
like
got
this
exposed.
game. Let's
Oh
expose
no,
it. Let's
expose your
expose
own
him.
Jesus
All right,
Christ.
let me
Let's
lower the
expose
volume
your own
and
Jesus
scream into my
Christ.
microphone.
Okay,
And I
so
trust
again,
that the chat can
okay,
hear me.
Sajida,
If you
you're
can
a
hear me,
man
my Christian
worshiper.
brothers
At the
and
end of the
sisters,
day,
please let me know.
you're
I
a
can go
man
louder than
worshiper.
this. I
You're a
promise
man
you that I can.
worshiper.
Just let me
You're a
know.
man
So in the
worshiper.
Asbab and
You're a man
Nazul, right,
worshiper.
by Al-Wahidi, it
Go ahead,
literally says
Al
when the
Wahidi.
waiting period for divorced and widowed women was mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, Ubay ibn Kab said, O Messenger of Allah, some women of Medina are saying there are other women who have not been mentioned. He asked him, and who are they? He said, those who are too young, such that they have not yet menstruated, those who are too old, whose menstruation has stopped, and those who are pregnant. And so this verse was revealed. So again, the Asbab al-Nuzul, the history of Islam, the reason why the verse was revealed, the second category of wives is those who are too young, such that they have not menstruated yet.
You done, Sajida? Are you done?
Now we exposed Al-Wahidi.
So again, I'm about to. Can I respond to that?
Say it. Say
So
Al-Wahidi is
again,
sick.
so again,
Say Al-Din
so
Umma
the
Wahidi.
generation. So she brought up.
Say
Okay,
it.
listen,
Say
Sajida,
it.
Sajida, are you gonna
Say
let me talk?
Al-Wahidi is
Are
sick.
you gonna let
Say
me
it.
talk? Are you gonna let me talk?
Say it.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Say it.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Say that
Are you gonna let me talk?
Al-Wahidi is sick.
Are you gonna let me
Say that
talk?
you have to take
Are
the
you gonna
history
let
of
me talk?
Islam and throw
She
it
she
under
doesn't
the
even know.
bus
Listen,
because
do
it
you know what's
makes
sad
your
about
religion
this? She doesn't
sick.
even know who
Say it.
Wahidi is. She doesn't
Say
even
it.
know who Wahidi is.
Say
Chachi,
it.
can you? We
Say
compare
it.
right now. If I ask her who
Say
was
it.
Wahidi and what year did he die, she will
Say
have
it.
no idea what it means. She'll have no
Say
idea what it
it.
means. She'll have no idea what it means.
But
Say
So
it.
again, so the
did she say some
authenticity.
women?
Hold on. So she brought up Al
She said
Wahidi Al
some
Asbab.
women.
Okay, let me
She
respond.
faked
So she
herself.
brought up. Yo, hold on. I'm talking, bro. You can talk after. So again, she brought up the reason for revelation, right, Chachi? So let's actually get into this. So she brought up a reason for revelation. She had this story. The authenticity of the reason of the revelation is considered weak. It's literally considered weak because of the isnad. So again, says that God exposed again, trying to justify her sick mind and sick thoughts. She doesn't know who Wahidi is, and she doesn't even know that the Al-Wahidi, the reason for revelation, she told us a whole story, which is considered very weak because it's missing an isnad. She probably doesn't even know what an isnad is. The isnad, so again, the isnad goes to someone called Al-Kalbi, okay? Muhammad ibn Sa'b ibn Al-Kalbi, who is considered very weak and even accused of fabricating hadith. So again, Sajida just got exposed again. She didn't know who Wahidi was. She went on ChatGPT and she said, oh, reason for revelation. So Sajida, are you going to apologize again for getting exposed? You told us this whole story for reason of revelation. I brought you the isnad. I told you it's weak. I told you the reason why it's weak because it goes to someone called Al Kalbi, who is considered very weak and has been exposed for fabricating hadith. So even according to Sunnis, the reason for revelation for this hadith is weak. But of course you didn't know that because you don't care. All you want to talk about is child marriage. You didn't know who Wahidi is. You don't know what year he was born. You didn't know what year he died. You just went on ChatGPT. Oh, can you show me how 65:4 justifies basically grape? And you just got exposed for it. And you brought up a fabricated hadith. You literally brought up a weak hadith. It's actually so sad. These kuffar, like, it's so sad, bro. Can you guys think for once? If you're gonna bring up
It's my turn
something,
now.
at
The
least
second
make
he goes
sure
personal, you
it's
gotta cut him
authentic.
off.
So
I
again,
haven't
are you
gone
gonna
personal
apologize?
once.
So two things, because I exposed you for two things. Apologize for lying about the verse, and then apologize for bringing up a fabricated hadith to justify the verse.
Okay. So I already answered to you about your little petty claims of wanting me for an apology. I said that when you unearth Ibn Kathir and all your scholars out of their graves and they apologize to
I never.
you.
Okay,
I'm still
Chachi,
speaking. I'm
did I
speaking.
ever
I
say
didn't
Ibn
cut
Kathir
you
didn't
off.
say
I
it
stayed
was
on
about
mute.
little
Let me
girls?
speak.
She said verbatim.
Then you can. Then I will apologize to you.
She said verbatim.
I
She said
swear, if
verbatim.
Ibn Kathir
She said
apologizes to you,
verbatim.
I will apologize to you.
She said
I'm telling
verbatim.
you this.
She said
Now,
verbatim.
the
Did she
only
say
thing you
verbatim?
did,
Yes or no?
I'm still speaking.
Did she say verbatim? Yes or no?
Listen,
She's
Chachi, you
changing
gotta
the
mute him.
goalpost.
You
She's
gotta be
changing the
fair. Mute
goalpost.
him because I was
She's
muted.
changing the.
I'm muted. Thank you. Thank you. So the only
Manpower.
thing he did by going after Al-Wahidi is prove what I've always been saying. The foundation of Islam is weak. But I'm not going to get into a debate
Brought
with
up
you.
a weak hadith.
Mute it.
You brought
Mute
up a
mute
weak
up.
hadith.
Mute up. Mute up. Mute up. Mute up. It's okay. We're about to go for every one of your scholars so that you can condemn them all today.
Apologize for bringing
So
up a weak
Qurtubi,
hadith.
Jalalain, and Ibn Kathir, they're all sick-minded individuals. Al-Wahidi is a lying sack of uh,
Al-Wahid
SHIT
related
according to
something that
you.
was weak.
And let's go on. Now let's go to Sahih al-Bukhari and Sahih Muslim. Okay. Now Bukhari and Muslim, what they do, okay, for 65:4, it says that in this verse we see that Allah has made the iddah in the case of a divorce of a girl who does not have periods because she is young and has not reached puberty. 3 months. This clearly indicates that Allah has made this a valid marriage. It was narrated by Aisha, and I know, Chachi, you have a problem with hadith. I get it. Okay? But I want to know where Adam stands with the hadith. I want to know if Adam thinks that Bukhari and Muslim are also sick-minded individuals. Yeah? Okay. So it was narrated from Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, that the Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, married her when she was 6 years old.
Now we're talking about
I'm still
he ran
speaking.
away
I'm
from
still
65. Are
speaking.
you gonna
I'm
fight
still
me against
speaking. I'm
65
still speaking. He
before we get into that?
consummated. He
Never
consummated the marriage with
64
her
so
when
fast.
she was
Yo, what happened
9,
to
and she
65
stayed
bro?
with him for 9 years.
Yo, what happened to
So
65 says that? Why are you running away like this?
I'm going to your scholars.
No.
I'm going to your
You're bringing up the
jurisprudence.
age of
I don't
Aisha.
need to explain
Because
myself
again,
to you. Mute
you're a
up.
sick person. You're
Weak man,
honestly
weak
like
man.
honest. Can
Bukhari
you
and Muslim
imagine
are
leaving
sick.
Islam and you're
I'm
just
reading
so
their words.
sick-minded that
I'm
all you're
reading their
talking about is
words.
64 and the
I'm
age
not
of
taking
Aisha
any of this
radiallahu anha?
personally.
Like you're honestly so miserable. I feel
I'm
sorry
not
for you.
taking
I
any of this
honestly feel sorry for
personally
you. Every night she's up here
because
65
I
4
didn't write
the
this
age of
stuff.
Aisha. Like you left Islam. Go eat God in peace. Go worship your man God in peace.
That's why you're
Every
mad.
single day she left Islam, and
That's
then
why you're
every
mad?
day she talks about 65 4
Is that why
the
you're
age of
bothered?
Aisha. Like, bro, are you that miserable?
Is
Does
that why you're
Christianity not
bothered?
offer you anything?
So
When you
now I'm
eat your
miserable?
God,
Adam,
when
don't
you
take it
eat
so
your God,
personally.
does it not give you
Everyone
peace?
has
Hold
separate
on. So when you
graves.
eat your God every Sunday
And,
and then
and,
you
and you
drink his
believe that
blood
raping
verbatim,
little
hold on.
girls is
So when you
okay.
eat your God every Sunday, does it not give you
Yeah,
peace?
don't make
Why
that
did you
face,
leave
Chachi.
Islam?
These little
When
girls
you
that
left
get married
Islam,
off,
well, hold on.
they
So
can't
when you left
consent.
Islam,
They're too young.
hold on. So when you left
But it's
Islam, so
sick-minded
again, hold on.
individuals
So
like
again, so
Al-Wahidi and Bukhari and Al-Shafi'i and
so
all your
again,
little
so when
scholars
you left
who put these
Islam,
little girls in this
My
hold on.
position.
So
scholars?
No,
how about your man
Adam
God? Okay,
scholars.
how about your man God putting little girls in position? Chachi just read the verse in Numbers where it's talking about little
And you got
children.
debunked.
Hold on. Oh, how did it get debunked? It
And you
literally
got
said women,
debunked.
children,
No,
and then
no,
in
I have to agree
Deuteronomy
with him on
21.
this
So
one.
listen.
You definitely got
There's
cooked on
nothing
that one.
about little girls in
Hold
that
on,
No,
verse.
Chachi.
no. Because
Sajda,
listen. Let me
Sajda,
speak.
It's
Let me
not
speak.
about
I've
That's
been
little
not,
quiet.
that's not
okay?
even a
girls.
I've been
roast.
quiet. Hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
Sajda, you find it
Listen.
okay that
Let
hold
me
on?
But I'm
talk.
So
not done
everyone
with my
gets on a live.
presentation.
Permiso.
Adam
Because
hasn't muted long enough for me to take my
Mine's
turn,
telling me no.
Chachi.
Sajda finds it okay that
permiso
Are you
con
everyone
being
gets on a
fair?
extension.
live except for
Permiso
little
con
So
children.
extension.
Adam is making this personal.
Sajida finds it okay
Who
that
cares
everyone
that I
gets on
left
a live
Islam?
except for
This is
little
not about my
children.
personal
No,
life.
hey,
Oh, but I
hey.
was
Mute
talking
him.
about. Listen, I
Mute
was talking
him.
about the fact
Why mute
that.
me?
Mute
Why
him.
Listen.
mute me?
Oh
You've
my
been
goodness.
talking
Let me
most of the
say what I
time.
had to
I
say.
didn't respond to your
So again,
worthless
no.
soul yet.
Okay,
You
so
have to
Sajida,
mute.
you ran from the
Pero
topic.
con.
You ran
I'm
from the
still
topic.
addressing
You
it.
ran from 65-4 and was talking about at the age of Aisha, right? So
Okay,
that's
can
all
I
you talk about.
speak?
Okay, go ahead.
Can I speak? You got cooked on that because we read you the verse and you said, where in that verse does it say that they can grape the little children? And then I said, oh, let's use your same logic with this verse where you're claiming that this talks about little girls, when in reality it clearly states women. And you were like, no, because that verse is not talking about divorce. But that's not what I was implying. I'm using your same, like, logic. You're implying things that are not in scripture the same way that I was implying something that you claim is not in scripture. So you cooked yourself in
Chachi,
that,
it's not
right?
the same, Habibti, because
Chachi,
65-4, mute
the
Adam.
I'm
grown
not
I
men,
have to
saying
leave
it's
in
the
5 minutes.
same.
I have
I'm not.
payroll
But
tomorrow.
listen,
I
literally
have
I
told you no.
employees I need to
So she
pay.
thinks it's
I
more
gotta
than
go,
automatically
Adam. Let me
everyone except
finish.
for people besides the
Let me
girls.
finish,
She thinks they're
Adam.
about to play hide and seek
Chachi,
with them. Hold on.
chapter
Hold on.
65-4
So when
is
women children
about
are scared,
marriages that were
hold on. So when
consummated.
women
It's
children are
literally
scared,
about
right?
sex.
When
But I
women
told
children
you
are
that
scared,
if that was
are they
about
I'm
scared,
little
not
Adam?
making
girls,
it
listen,
about
listen, listen,
sex. It
listen.
is
But
about
I said
sex.
exactly to you. I said if that was about little girls, that would be a contradiction because the Quran clearly states that a woman must be physically
Where?
and mentally mature
Show me.
enough to even handle her mehrj. I
إذا
don't have
بلغوا
You
another
deny
النكاح
thing to
everything
look
else.
at.
You
حتى
should
إذا
be a scholar at the Quran.
until they
No, I
reach
don't
the
Chachi.
have
age
to
of
be, but I know it
menstruation.
says it.
So
So
show it
again,
to me.
it literally says until they reach the age of marriage. وابتلوا اليتامى حتى إذا بلغوا
Where?
النكاح. It literally in Surah An-Nisa it says وابتلوا اليتامى حتى إذا بلغوا النكاح. It literally is
Okay, and
talking
that
about an
verse is
age of
talking about
marriage.
marriage, or is it talking about an orphan's
So
inheritance?
again, so says that I'm about to expose her on this. Hold on. So in the verse
Is
before,
that
it's
talking
hold
about
on.
an
Okay,
orphan's
says the
inheritance, or is that
wait,
talking
says
about
the hold on,
when a
says the
marriage should
wait,
be
says the
consummated?
wait, hold on, says the wait. So again, when Allah is talking about the four wives, right, that's being allowed, in that context, it's talking about orphans. But you agree that
It's
the
talking
four
about
wives,
orphans?
hold on. Okay, so
Or is it
hold
talking
on,
about when an orphan gets their
no, hold on.
inheritance?
Exactly. No. So I'm talking
Who
about
are
the
you trying to
verse.
fool?
Hold on. So the verse that's talking
You know,
about.
I'm
Hold
not a
on.
little
Hold on. Okay, I
Western
got you. So
vulnerable
listen.
girl that you're gonna give your
So I'm
dawah
about to
to and say
hold
we
on.
have Jesus
Hold
too
on.
and
Okay.
steal the
Okay, what you're
Listen.
not about to do is throw shots. That's for sure.
This is mad
Next
crazy.
person. That was definitely a shot thrown. I
Wait,
caught
She
it,
what?
cooked.
but I
Why
dodged
do
it. You feel me?
I don't think she
Anyway,
was taking
And she
shots
got
at you.
cooked. She
Adam, you got
no,
roasted,
she
bro.
literally I got
By a
roasted.
woman too.
The first thing,
That
hold
must
on.
hurt
Hold
your
on. She
Muslim
didn't know. Hold
ego.
on. She didn't
That
know
must
I knew
hurt your
Arabic.
male
So hold
Muslim
on.
ego to get
J4J,
roasted by a
J4J.
woman.
I know you just ate God 5 days ago. Calm down. J4J.